Squidward, 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 Squidward. I'm Squid. Yeah, it's really hard to say Squidward, Squidward, Squidward consecutively really quick. We've just learned that today here on the Klman channel, here on the On Cinema Chill stream on the Klman channel with me, Klman, numero 31, 21. Hey, the magic number, baby. I just realised that there. 21. The worst fucking vine ever conceived. And we're here. Welcome, everybody. I hope we're all doing very well. Botrix has now correctly joined the channel to maintain and watch over us in our darkest hour, which is today, here. Are we here? Said I'm live? Yeah, okay. Yes! 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 Fuck yeah. I'm fucking hyped! I'm fucking hyped, dude! You know why? You know why? Let me tell you why. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to fucking dive into what I think, in my personal opinion, as a member of the On Cinema family, this is Season 10, otherwise known as Season X of On Cinema at the Cinema. With me, your host, Tim Heidecker. Season X, ladies and gentlemen, is just... the less said about it, the better, but... Once again, we're going to have a whole new venue change. It's a completely new show, pretty much. A big reset after the fucking insanity of the trial of Tim Heidecker and all of the crazy wackadoo drug taking and the disaster of the Electric Sun Desert Music Festival. Brand new start here, ladies and gentlemen. A whole new set and a whole new show. It's very, very exciting. Season X, ladies and gentlemen, my personal favourite season of On Cinema at the Cinema. Yet to be topped, in my opinion. Oh! And that reminds me, I just fucking remembered I said that I would do this last week. I wrote an academic paper on this when I was in university. I need to see if I can dig that up. We'll have a little look at it before we start. That'd be fun, right? Why not? But we're all doing well out there. Hope everything's doing good. Hope you're having a good day or night or afternoon or whatever. Let me just eat a little sweetie before we start. I've got some things called Juicy Drop Chews. Now, they're kind of like what you Americans might call Laffy Taffy, which I enjoy. You can't get Laffy Taffy in the UK, but it's just delicious chemicals. They're like, you know, well, you know better than I. They're delicious. Hey, Jimmy Nomis, what's up, man? I'm doing very well. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. It's a sincere pleasure to see you again, my friend. How are we? I'm just about to eat a sweetie. It comes with this little pen thing that's filled with sour gel, raspberry sour gel. It's quite delicious. So, you take that and you apply liberally. If I can fucking get some gunk out of this fucking thing. This really feels like... it's like some drug paraphernalia, really. And then you... Manuel Juicy Drop Chews. That's great. Molly's angry. Twitter's been delayed yet. Welcome. Good to see you again, brother. Hope we're doing well. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I've been waiting to dive into Season X for so fucking long. And we're finally here! Daffy Raffy? What is that from again? That sounds like a fucking quote from On Cinema. Hey, get a bit. Oh, your son's birthday dinner? Oh, well, excellent, Anthony. Come in, you're welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Many happy returns to your boy. That's absolutely fantastic. Hope he's doing well. I hope he has a good one. I hope his birthday's been well so far. A week has passed already. We're fucking here. Oh, man. Before we start, before we look at this studio production deconstruction and analysis academic paper that I wrote about On Cinema at the Cinema Episode 1 Series X, we must gather round to mourn the passing of a very significant member of the On Cinema family, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if anyone is aware of this already, but John Aprea, who of course we all know as one of the wonderful guest stars of the first annual On Cinema Oscar special, and Decker, sadly passed away last week. I think on Monday or Tuesday it came out. So, pretty sad. Yeah, it's terrible, man, you know? A significant member of the early seasons, man. He's passed. He's shuffled off this mortal coil. Yeah, man, John Aprea, he's gone. About our marching band practice. That sounds sick. Fuck yeah. Hope you enjoy it. But yeah, man, it's a terrible loss for the world of on cinema and the world of cinema as a whole. It really is terrible. But R.I.P. John Aprea, everybody. He served us well. He dropped a VHS tape on the floor and said, "Did you do this on purpose?" Probably one of my favourite moments of on cinema ever actually involved John Aprea when he dropped the tape and then Tim Heidecker just cackles like a fucking fiend. I'll fucking love that, man. But yeah, it's very sad. But you know, his life on Earth was spent very well, I would say. And he found a new love in the on cinema family. A moment of silence. Let's do a moment of silence for John Aprea, everybody. Everyone think about your favourite moment starring John Aprea. So sad. It is very weird. It'll be really, it'll be a very different vibe seeing him now on cinema. Because it's just sad, man, you know? It's kind of weird because I don't know if we have ever had anyone. I was going to say, we've never had anyone that's passed that's been on cinema, but that's not true. That was the mad movie producer guy that Greg did an episode with in like the second season, passed away a few years ago. But, you know, that's a shame, but he wasn't in it for that much. John Aprea was in it much more than him, so it's very sad. Oh man, Joe will be... On cinema would have to do something for Joe Estevez, you know what I mean? Like, I really feel like they would do a really meaning, powerful, wholesome, sad thing for him, man, because he's the Larry Turman, that's him. Larry Turman! God rest. And God rest John. Hey, Sebby, welcome to the stream. Sup? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Joe's passing will be... Damn. Last year? Fuck. I thought it was way longer than that. Shit. Oh, God. Fucking... Oh, man, there better not be any more. It's a terrible loss. It's very sad. Greg got owned. Greg is the movie expert. That Larry Turman guy. Schmuck. But God rest. But yeah. Rest in peace, John Aprea, everybody. He served on cinema family well. And he will be dearly, dearly missed. But before we start, why is your Mark Proksch... The only impression it's really funny. I can't really do a Mark Proksch impression, but I can do a Mark Proksch doing an impression of someone else. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't do him, but I can go, Larry Turman! Ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes! Apologies to the buff. Yeah, 2023 seems like a fucking light year away, man. It's crazy. Time is so fucked up. Manuel Juicy drops. Yeah, that moment where he's like, from, and yeah, he fucking destroys him. Okay, before we watch Season X, I said I would do this last week, so, last year, I finished up, yeah, exactly. Can we do Mark Proksch doing an impression of W.C. Fields? I can't do a Mark Proksch impression, but, when I just finished university, I'm going to graduate this year. I was doing it, TV, and I was doing broadcast production for television and radio. And one of my modules was studio production, which is filming in a studio setting, much like they do for on cinema. And one of our assignments was to write an academic paper, a deconstruction and analysis on a show filmed in a studio. TCH Technology, this is El Dorado flavour, which means it's flavoured after the mineral gold water that gives you immortality. Very earthy and rich tones. It's almost like I'm smoking dirt, and it's delicious. Really, really a wholesome salt of the earth, tools of the earth kind of flavour, you know. But yeah, so I wrote a paper about a studio production, and I thought, what better show filmed in a studio setting to talk about than on cinema at the cinema. So I did the first episode of Season 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is a real academic thing that I did. I got pretty good marks, and my lecturer said they've got a new show to watch. So let's have a look at it. That's Perspective. Whoops. Yeah, you should check the link out below if you want to check this out. It's a It's a video essay documentary series I do. Check it out. But look. Look. There we go. There it is. So yeah, look. We literally talk about On Cinema. The purpose of this essay is to break down and analyse the studio production choices and camera work, set design and format utilised in the first episode of American satirical comedy web series On Cinema at the Cinema, Series 10, a movie discussion show featuring two hapless film critics attempting to provide analytical expertise and ratings for the latest Hollywood blockbuster. Bubba even got fucking sources and everything talking about the show. The cult success of On Cinema has led to showrunners establishing an independent website where content can be viewed for a monthly subscription as well as a yearly pay-per-view special that is broadcast live and coincides with the Academy Awards. Nutritional grain vape. Yeah! Gabriel, you already are. You welcome to the stream. Grain vape, that's great. Yeah, look at this. With a simplistic movie discussion format concealing a wide array of comedic performances and scenarios, On Cinema can be seen as a comedic satire and critical commentary in 21st century American entertainment. Quoted by L, I don't know who that is, 2022. I can't remember how fucking long ago this was, but we literally just go through the whole show, breaking down how the basically this was like, how did they film in a studio? Like, you have to be able to critically analyse a studio production and understand how it works, which is what we do here. Simplistic anime. This opening sequence of On Cinema Series 10 features a simplistic animation of a large grey X with letters O and C flanking its left and right side, blah blah blah. Music swells as the show titles are revealed. Rapidly crossfades the show host Tim Heidecker as he stands within a blah blah blah. There we go, here we go, this is it. An empty black set filled with floodlights on the studio floor and suspended from battens. Those are those big metal things in a studio where lights hang off, they're called battens. Good Will Hunting. Do you Scotch people use MLA format? Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming that must be something that you're told to do. We never get told really to do that. We just get told how to properly source stuff. That's really the big thing that we get shoved down our throats. That's about it, really. But yeah, this is what we had to do. We had to talk about how the floodlights work. These floodlights create a high contrast lighting effect, resulting in soft flat shadows over Heidecker in the set, resulting in a dramatic look that immediately establishes intrigue in the show's opening. Zettel, I don't remember what book this is, summarizes that light manipulation on set influences the way we perceive objects on screen and how we feel about the screen event. As Heidecker is a well-known actor, writer, and producer of numerous surrealist comedy programs, his presence as host of On Cinema immediately communicates to the audience that the show's character will be primarily a comedic and a blah blah bunch of shit. Elon ripped off Decker again. Did he? Elaborate on that, please. I'd love to know about that. But yeah, there we go. Basically, there we go, breaking it down. Tracking shot into medium close-up MCU, medium close-up of Heidecker from a crane camera. Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective. Close-up shot from crane camera. We're thinking beyond movies. Cross-dissolve tracking, medium close-up shot from crane camera. Imagine being germ-free with real Genesis technology. I know. I think that was the most hilarious part of it, is writing something really serious about such a ridiculous fucking program. But Twitter's now X. Oh, bro! I never even thought about that. That's fucking crazy. Twitter X. That's fucking nuts. I never even came to that conclusion. Everyone wants to copy the show. Even George Lucas copied Special Agent Kleinstein, Master Codebreaker. But yeah, blah blah. It's basically the whole idea here. Pretty interesting. It was quite a good write. This one, I thought this was a pretty good point here. Talk about, yeah, as Heidecker and Turkington conduct the film reviews as fictionalized depictions of themselves, they stray away from their traditional concepts of the ordinary and authentic TV personality as seen through Bennett's TV personality system of vocationally skilled and televisually skilled performers due to their eccentricities. Heidecker and Turkington are able to lure the audience in with faux TV personalities as a true performance, rather than an attempt to portray an authentic version of their ordinary selves. A very literal depiction of Bennett's concept of television personalities' appearance on screen as performances. Yes, so I wrote a whole fucking academic paper about Season X. It's so fucking funny to me. In conclusion, The simplistic, ever-changing set design and camera work used on cinema at the cinema are all utilised to disguise the layered and complex fictional characters and comedic tension seen throughout the programme. As stated previously by Heidecker himself, On Cinema is heavily edited due to the improvisational nature of the presenters, which makes it hard to distinguish if the camera cutting is accomplished I was meant to say via, I fucked up, via vision mixing, post-production, or both, as well as visual assets such as logos, blah blah blah. Tobbit, do they edit? Because you can edit a show in a studio. They obviously don't fucking do that because it's not filmed live, right? Blah blah, yeah, pretty interesting. On Cinema remains a complex show of humour and story that the average viewer may not immediately understand, whether intentional or not. It is intentional. This could be a significant barrier to entry for the show. Oh yeah, we had to talk about critiques and stuff. Critiques. But the identifiable presence of Tim Heidecker as host and the simplistic nature of the show's format allows the viewer to easily view its contents. Here's my references. And there it is. I wrote a paper about On Cinema at the cinema, everybody. And it went well. Anyway. We're going to watch Season X now. Music off. Okay. Thank you for sitting through my academic lecture, everybody. A little bit of film expertise. Show expertise, really. Okay, so we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 22nd of March, 2018. We're crawling ever further towards the present day. And here we are, finally, with some fucking film reviews. It feels like it's been so long since we watched any kind of film expertise because of the trial and an Oscar special as well. But we're finally here with a review, everybody, of Pacific Rim Uprising, the sequel to the 2000 and whatever year film Pacific Rim, which I have never seen, which is a real shame because I like Kaiju Daikaisen films like Godzilla and the legendary Godzilla films and Toho Godzilla and all that kind of stuff. I'm a big fan of that, so I will watch it one day because apparently they're making a show. Yeah, I've never seen it. And I'm just going to start chewing in the mic. We have a review of the sequel that nobody fucking asked for. Sherlock Gnomes. The animated film. A sequel to Romeo and Juliet, which came out about 50 million years ago. It was terrible. Thanks for that, Windows. I'm not going to restart right now. Thank you. Actual film expertise. Did you like -1? Excuse me. And to my shame, Jimmy, I've not even seen -1 yet. I know. I've just not sat down and watched it. I'm incredibly lazy when it comes to watching films sometimes, believe it or not. I was a film expert. I know it's hard to believe, but I've not seen it yet. The last Toho Godzilla film that I saw was Shin, which was fucking mind-blowing. And I've heard that -1 is similarly mind-blowing, and it's made such an impact on Western audiences. That's how you know that it's a good Toho Godzilla film, because me neither. That's funny. But apparently it was fucking kick-ass. Apparently it's like the best Toho film so far. And Toho are the ones, they're the OGs, the OG Godzilla boys, so I will watch it one day. It's only a shame that they're not using rubber suits anymore, but you know, they've moved with the times. But they still do little shorts on their YouTube channel of like costumed kaiju fighting. Anyway. In order of OCX were some great movies with X in the title. XXX was voted the highest. That's great. X-Men Days of Future Past. Okay. Oh, look at that! Courtesy of Our Cinema, here are some exclusive discount coupons for popcorn. Make sure you stock up tonight. I wonder if they're still good. Can we still get some, free popcorn? Doesn't look like it. Oh, man. That's crazy. Anyway. Maybe the boys will give us a rating. I hope so. It feels like they should do a review. I mean, I've seen the last thing that they've done film review-wise was that podcast-esque thing that they did before, where it's the summer movie roundup thing. I've not listened to that yet, but maybe they talk about it in there. I don't know. Here we go. The best place to talk about movies is between screenings at a movie theatre. Here we are today, ladies and gentlemen. Sally Kellerman's dead too? Jeez. Yeah, she was, oh, fucking Christ, man. That's terrible. I was gonna call her the one from American Graffiti, but that's Candy Clark. I know she was on an Oscar special at one point. She was from MASH. God rest Sally Kellerman as well. God, man, all the like movie people were passing. It's terrible. Right, okay, we're gonna dive in. No more chatter. No more academic papers, ladies and gentlemen. It's the best season of On Cinema at the cinema, in my opinion. Season X. Here we go. I better turn up the sound first because I've not turned it up. Okay, here we go. Turn up my ears. Here, wait for the Windows sound. Thank you. There we go. I've not watched Season X in a while. I'm fucking pumped. I can't wait for the VR. We can interact. Here we go.
Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective.
We're thinking beyond movies. Imagine being germ-free with Rio Genesis technology.
It's awesome.
Hey, Karen, welcome to the stream. You're just in time. We're literally just about to start watching here. It's going to be so fucking funny. Welcome to the stream, friend. Hope you're doing well. You're literally just in time for the fucking... Oh, God, here we go.
Cinema at the Cinema.
With me, your host, Tim Heidecker. I love that X.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tim Heidecker.
Tim's got a new look as well, of course, as we love to see. Mustache Tim, or as Greg likes to call it, the white N-word.
Welcome to a brand new season of
OCX,
On Cinema
everybody.
at the Cinema, sponsored by Rio Genesis.
Rio
Welcome
Genesis
to the show. This is a show where
technology.
we give you movie information
Continuing
and reviews and give you
try
some
and
informed
sell
knowledge so that you'll
fucking
be able
alternative
to
medicine, of
choose
course.
the right movie for you this weekend. I'd like to welcome
Oh,
one of my
yeah.
guests
I never
today
noticed that
from
either.
the
That's crazy.
Victorville Film Archive, Greg Turkington.
Hey guys,
Hey,
glad
guys.
to be here with my daily
Excuse
dose
me.
of film expert.
I'm excited for the VR experience. That is the bit. Because we can just fucking do what we want. We can literally... This is our own personal on-cinema experience. We can watch it however we want, which is so exciting.
I said you want me to do the whole spiel. Greg is from the VFA.
Still doing
and he's
the-
a film
let
buff
me do
and a
it.
film expert. And he's
They've been
bringing
doing
his
10 seasons and he
expertise
still don't know how
on
to start the
current
show.
movies in the cinema today.
And past movies too.
Past movies too.
I just want to take a few minutes before we get into the reviews to
Hey, Germ Shield X, Germ 2X.
acknowledge this
Already
is
Tim is
not only a
stuttering.
new season,
Can't even speak.
it is a fresh start. It's a new
It's a fresh start. That's what this is. Season X is like a new start. That's how I feel about it too.
We're turning over a new
After
leaf.
all the fucking
I
chaos
love
of the past
the
9
imagery
seasons.
of the X. For me, it means a lot of
X-Men.
things. It's
X-Men.
not X-Men. It's first of all, it's 10. It's the Roman numeral 10.
Yeah, of course, as we can see, brand new set as well. Completely different. This is actually a completely different setting to anything we've seen before. We're not in a cinema anymore. We're not sitting on the movie theatre chairs. We're not in six-bag cinemas. We're not in the Victorville Film Centre. This is a whole new crazy fucking setting we've got here. The just a proper studio setting, which is very different, and it only gets better from here.
Of
course.
ways, the X stands for
Let's
me.
take
It
in the
stands
movie
for
expertise.
exonerated, which I was
Exonerated.
from the crimes that the
Woo!
state tried to throw at me.
Fuck
and,
them.
State of California court system
Joe
basically
Smizmick, the
identified
fucking
me as
rat.
innocent. In other ways, it's sort of Xing out the person I used to be. You know,
He's a whole new
it's,
person now, again.
This is hard for me. You know, I'm not somebody that likes to admit when he's wrong.
No.
And I can
At
say
least he's
to
honest
you
with it.
now that I've made mistakes. Okay.
Obviously says, I'm not the kind of man to admit I was wrong, but I've made mistakes. He doesn't even say it. Do you think this was Tim's last chance to straighten his shit out when his breaking point? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, yeah, this is I think it was like, it really got to a really dark place in the world of on cinema at that point. Do you know what I mean? Like, with the drugs and the fucking people dead and hospitalized and stuff. So that's why this feels like a fresh start. With like reset. Tim's like baseline Tim again. Do you know what I mean? He's not off the rails. He's not fucking doing anything crazy. We're just bad to the reviews. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I would agree. This was Tim. I mean, obviously, it's all going to go down south again, but he's not going to do anything as crazy. He's not done anything as crazy as he's done since then, really. He's just been making a
I'm
lot of
innocent of the
stupid
crimes,
choices.
of course, and that's been proven. But I've been very abusive towards certain people in my life.
You
I'm not
have.
going to say who.
I'm not going to say who.
I've used myself.
Who could he
with
be talking about?
Drugs, and I have addiction
Mark,
problems.
you fucking
and
asshole!
I've had all kinds of issues.
You're going to
and
be
you
paying
guys
for it.
have
You're
seen
already
all.
paying for it in
We're doing
spades.
movies on the
Excuse.
show. We're not seeing the movies.
Thank you.
that
Yeah,
you were
that's the
supposed to have
biggest-
seen
that's the
before you
biggest
came
problem.
in, which is a form of abuse.
That
That's
is
why
a
I
form
don't
of
get
abuse not
about
watching
you. I
movies.
said that there's a chance to restart.
So I don't
fresh.
care about you.
You come in with your crap.
No, you were
Nobody
just
get-
saying that you'd made mistakes, and I was just mentioning one in case you forgot that one. Which
I
is
have
that
not
you didn't
forgotten.
watch the
We're
movie.
not
Greg's
going
so
to mitigate
helpful,
every
man.
mistake I've made. I've made many mistakes, and
Yeah.
so have
Made
you.
many mistakes.
So have you.
So have you. So is everybody in this chat. I love that. So have you. I'm so glad that Tim's such a great reviewer. I'm so glad he's willing to call out the audience when they've done something wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't get that with a lot of show hosts.
All right.
Good
the
man.
other thing I want
A
to talk
good
about,
man,
and I
American hero.
apologize. And that's a new thing too. I apologize.
You apologise. Good.
We
Let's get into some reviews.
are so lucky to now have an official sponsor for
Do we?
On Cinema at the Cinema season
exciting.
10. We are now working with this incredible company called
on.
Rio Genesis.
Rio Genesis
Rio
technology.
Genesis, as a lot of you guys might know, is the #1.
That's a lot of you
all-natural
guys might
organic
know.
germ deterrent
Never
that's on the
fucking heard
market
this
right
before in my
now. It's a
lifetime.
system that
Germ
you can
assassin.
integrate into your life.
He is right.
guaranteed to
You know,
work,
we're all
and it
fucking- we're wrong as
eliminates-
well.
Imagine that. Just listen to this.
Listen
it
to this.
eliminates germs entirely from your system.
Well, that's a
your body.
good thing, I know.
Uh,
Individual results may vary. Consumer accepts full responsibility for any unusual side effects of making car. Oh yeah, obviously. Why would it be the manufacturer's problem? Imagine eliminating all fucking germs in your body. Your entire bio ecosystem, like eviscerated.
I went to my doctor a couple weeks ago, and his jaw dropped because he said, I've never seen this before. You are virtually germ-free.
Responsibility
But
goes
it's
in
an
hand with
incredible
fatherhood,
product, and I'm proud
religion,
that they're part of the On Cinema family. Check out riogenesis.com.
and movies.
Before we jump into the movies, I know we've got a lot to cover. Greg, we had an incident at the Oscar special, a tremendous Oscar special, one of the best On Cinema Oscar specials I think
was.
we've ever done.
Mark nearly
With the
died.
Jaws stuff.
Jaws
Jaws
was
stuff.
phenomenal. We did end on a little bit of a sour note because our good friend, there was a minor accident on set that we
Any update on that?
sometimes it's part of the movie making process.
As-
You risk things, you take risks, and sometimes accidents do happen.
It's like the Twilight Zone movie where that man and 2 children fucking died. Got killed by a fucking plane or some shit. What a horrible dream. It was in a plane crash. Anyone know where that's from?
And our friend Mark
From?
Prutch
Crutch.
was involved in a small accident on set. Luckily, the EMS were there. And
He
were
just
able
slumped
to-
over.
yeah, and so I guess I haven't spoken with him, but hopefully.
Look at Manuel Juicy
you know,
Drops
He's
getting
not
involved.
speaking now, but his heart is pounding away. So
Pounding
that's
away.
a good sign.
That's
He's
terrific
breathing.
That's
Good
terrific
for
news.
him. Good for him.
Good
I
for
don't
him.
know
Good for
when
him.
or if he'll speak
guys,
again, but our
welcome to the
fingers
stream,
crossed.
Pierre
He's
Martin.
in good care.
Martin?
Thanks to
Welcome to the stream, Pierre Martin. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Brother. Just in time.
the state of California and the
best
Medicare
season.
system and all that. So he
Fucking
does have
so happy to be here.
a full-time caretaker.
Well, the heart's what we care most about. So Mark,
I'm
His
not-
heart is beating.
It's called the squaha. I fucking choked on my saliva because I got excited there. It's called squahar. Isn't it funny? The better your sleep is, the worse your Sunday scaries can be.
All right, let's get into the movies.
Let's get into the
This week we've got a big
movies.
one,
These are
Pacific-
great movies.
Pacific Rim
Yes.
Yes.
Uprising. So that's a sequel to Pacific Rim
Specific.
2, Pacific Rim 1.
I just want to say for my academic paper, I wrote like the dialogue here, and I had to write Pacific Rim. I had to write all that, like word for word, all of Tim stuttering. I had to write it all. It was so frustrating because I had to watch it over and over again to like get right what he's saying. So funny. I
Which
just dropped
didn't
my
have a subtitle to
TCH
it, just
vape technology.
Pacific Rim.
Well, this
up my
doesn't have a
feet like a
subtitle
fucking
either.
ape.
It's just called Pacific Rim Uprising. There's no colon between
Alright.
Pacific
Or a
Rim
dash.
and
So
Uprising, or
direct,
dash.
True.
Pacific
Just a
Rim,
full
directed
title.
by Stephen S. DeKnight, starring John Bodega,
Charlie Day's in this.
Scott Eastwood. That's not Clint Eastwood, which we
From
familiar
movies, we're familiar with him, a classic movie actor. Hey, from movies, right?
and Charlie Day.
Charlie Day and DeKnight
DeKnight.
is the director. It's Night and Day.
Jake
What was the paper
Pennington-
about? It was for a module that I did called Studio Production, which is about filming in a studio setting. And one of our assignments was to write a deconstruction and analysis essay about a studio production, a show filmed in a studio of your choice. And I chose the first episode of On Cinema Season 10. And I had to break down how they filmed it, the camera work, every kind of segment and how it works in terms of dialogue and how, when the camera changes, what the camera setup is, what the studio setup is, with the lights, the floodlights, the battens, and crane cameras and all this kind of stuff. It was very funny. And my lecturer liked it. And one of his notes was, "You've given me a new show to watch." So, my lecturer, who was an executive producer on many British shows, is probably a member of the On Cinema family now. So you're welcome.
Pentecost,
You're welcome, everybody.
son of Jack Stacker.
Oh, look, that's
Stacker
Star Wars.
Pentecost reunites
Ooh, George Lucas,
with
scumbag.
Mako
Lucas the Rat.
Mori to
Fucking
lead a new
thief.
generation of Jaeger
Jaeger.
pilots against a new
Try to get him to say kaiju.
Kaiju threat.
That would all
Kaiju
make
Fred.
sense if you've seen the
This
first
is,
one.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no, I know. I've seen both movies.
You've seen both
This
movies?
is a great Pacific Rim movie. This is
Yes, it is.
essentially
It's a Pacific Rim movie.
following through on the promises
Yeah,
they delivered.
I think they were wanting us to do like
in the first
talk about fucking something like 8 or
episode
10
of
cats
this
or
show.
fucking the weakest link. But I was like,
I love this
fuck
movie
that,
a lot. Probably
We're
something
thinking
one of those
beyond
movies. I'll probably see
movies.
Again and again. I give Pacific
Oh, God.
Rim Uprising
We're coming for you, Lucas.
5 bags of popcorn.
Scum. Hey,
Yeah, it's
popcorn.
strange. When I saw the first Pacific
Oh,
Rim
God,
movie, which
you
I
devil.
loved, as you know, I thought, well, that's a self-contained movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I
There'll
felt
never be a
about it.
sequel
I've never
'cause
seen
they
it.
wrapped up so many of the loose ends at the end of the movie.
There probably was loose ends, but I love that this, out of all the films that Greg's talked about that obviously do not need a sequel, this is the one film they thought was never going to get one.
So I was a little
Very
bit
strange.
wary of this one, wondering how they were going to keep it going. After seeing this Pacific Rim movie, I feel like there could be another 10 afterwards. This is the
Yeah.
beginning of a new franchise.
New
Scott
franchise
Eastwood
start.
is a big part of that, as you mentioned, related to Clint Eastwood.
Film expertise, man.
And watching
Related
this
to
movie,
Clint
you really
Eastwood.
see the resemblance. And I'm
didn't even
thinking to
mention
myself,
that.
if they ever reboot Dirty Harry, I think I know who will get
Greg's
the first
got those
role.
weird sock
Pacific
shoes
Rim
on. I love them.
Uprising. How many bags?
I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and 1 lucky rabbit's foot in the hopes that they do reboot the
I love that even with all the new graphics, all that new stuff, we've still got the classic popcorn PNG all the way back from season 1.
Dirty
I
Harry
love that.
franchise with Scott
I
Eastwood.
love that.
Interesting. I made a connection.
They
I don't
will
think you
change
got
that
there with
eventually. I
this,
think they
but
change it
you
in
have Scott Eastwood.
12,
Right.
the first
Yeah.
season
And
on the
then
High
you
Network,
have,
they changed it.
Charlie Day, and you almost wonder if on set they're going back and forth with, Charlie Day, make my day. That's my dad's line.
That's my
something
dad's line.
Clint Eastwood would say. He'd say, "Make my day" from Dirty Harry.
Why do you think it's his
I'm
dad?
sure they were doing that.
I'm sure they were doing that.
I
No,
don't know.
me
I
too.
thought that was kind
Yeah,
of
no.
neat.
Bit of
was
movie
kinda neat.
magic.
All right. Well,
That
thanks
was
for
a good little
Next
back
up
and forth
is,
there. Thanks for that.
Sherlock
Great.
Gnomes.
Gnomes.
Directed by John Stevenson.
I'm a gnome,
And starring
and
the
you've
great
been
Johnny Depp,
gnome.
James McAvoy, and
McAvoy.
Emily Blunt. Garden Gnomes, Gnome.
Yeah, the 3D popcorns that fucking do that shit.
Gnomes.
It's pretty funny.
I'm
but
sorry, I'm just. Garden
Damn,
Gnomes.
we love the
Gnomeo-
classic
Gnomeo.
PNG.
Oh, Gnomeo and Juliet.
Gnomeo, why does he
Juliet.
fucking pronounce the G?
Recruit renowned detective Sherlock Gnomes to investigate the mysterious disappearance of other garden
Disappearance.
ornaments. And this is a sequel, I believe, as well to
You're right,
the
it is a
original
sequel.
Gnomes movie that came out recently.
Gnomes
Gnome.
movie.
It's pronounced gnomes.
It's pronounced gnomes.
Okay, and this is a lot of fun. You had the great voice talents of Johnny Depp. And I love
Johnny
this movie.
Depp.
It's fun for kids of all ages, of course.
God.
And I'm proud to have been one of the many people that love this movie. I'm proud to be in their company.
Proud to
So,
be
I give
proud to
it
be in the Sherlock
5
Gnomes
bags
company.
of popcorn
Come
and
on.
2 glasses of soda.
Glasses
This is a
of
great
soda, hot
movie. It's a
fish.
frustrating movie because it is so great, but it could have been greater.
Oh my god! Here we fucking go. This is the beginning of another long-running joke in the On Cinema universe, ladies and gentlemen. I've been waiting for this one to come up. I completely forgot. Here we go.
The reason I say that is the director. John Stevenson is a no-name
Here comes
director.
this saga. Yeah,
I
here
think
it
when
comes.
you've got Johnny Depp
Here it comes.
on board for something like this, the next call you make is to Tim Burton.
Oh, really?
And those two guys together with this Sherlock Gnomes movie, I think he would have hit it right out of the park.
Tim
And
Burton.
I gotta wonder why
Sherlock
Tim
Gnomes.
Burton turned this one down. because
Yeah,
I
it's a
think he made
conspiracy.
big mistake.
It just
I'm
immediately
very
assumes that
curious
Tim
to find
Burton
out
got-
why he made
It's not like it's not even like he's wondering why they didn't approach Tim Burton. He's wondering why Tim Burton turned it down after being approached by it.
that mistake because he doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
It never makes mistakes, Tim Burton.
His reputation for making great movies.
That's
So
fucking
I'm still
so
going to
funny.
give it. It would have been Would have been 5 bags of popcorn plus a little garden gnome.
Oh, we've lost the gnome.
But I'm just going to do the 5 bags of
Ah,
popcorn because
man,
I
that's
think
scathing.
this was a missed opportunity.
Scathing review.
Thanks for that, Greg.
Thanks for that, Greg.
One more time before we go, I just want to thank Rio Genesis for being a partner on the show and
Thanks to
sponsoring
Rio
the show
Genesis
and being a
for
part of
sponsoring the
On
show.
Cinema family.
Whoever the fuck you
Again,
are.
it's a great product. I use
Oh,
it.
this-
I've
the
been using
sponsor
it now
music
for
is
several
great.
Weeks. It's made a huge difference in my life. It's an entire system, you know.
It's an entire
to
system, whatever the fuck
essentially
that means.
Eliminate germs from your body. I've
Greg.
found what works for me is the germ assassin, and I do that. Basically, is a real.
Yeah, so Tim's been shilling products since the podcast, and this is kind of the first time I guess he's really properly shilling products from outside the show, I think. Isn't it? Apart from like alternative medicine and the vapes, but this is like, in terms of a product placement, this is the first time he's done it since the podcast, really. And it's him just fucking throwing shit down his gullet and saying, yeah, basically all my germs been eliminated. And
really strong, intense,
Strong and intense
of
cleanse,
germs.
yes.
It really just eliminates all the germs in your body, and it's about a week of.
oh, that's
I do
been
4
great.
pills 5 times a day,
I do 4 pills 5 times a day.
and then you just on a daily basis you
IGN.
can transition to the germ
No,
shield.
he'd be working for
which I use the
INN.
Germ Shield X in powder form.
Am I right?
And that you use, I use it to make a shake, really kind of delicious shake. And you
An
do that a
RJ
couple
shake,
times,
perhaps?
3-4 times a day, and you're creating a shield
Whoa.
and preventing any germs from disrupting your biochemistry. And that's a
Biochemistry.
limit. And I'm talking about
Those germs
not
are
only
part of
getting
that
rid germs,
biochemistry, but well, you don't need
you
them.
think about it as you're getting rid of the possibility of getting a cold or the flu
I had to write all of this for my essay as well.
or stomach issues.
Tim talking about taking 4 pills 5 times a day. I had to write all this shit down.
diarrhea, stomach flu.
It's so funny looking back, man.
And long-term things, you know, we're talking about preventing diabetes, we're preventing cancer, all kinds of illnesses and diseases that, you know, really
Master Shake powers activate. Master Shake. Frylock, my little homie meatwad, bro. Yeah, buddy.
are so threatening to us.
we are.
So it's a really exciting product, and check it out, Rio Genesis.
Is the Rio Genesis stuff going to cut into the Popcorn Classics time?
No, I have to do a couple minutes on this.
Do we?
We're gonna make this work.
How are we going to make up the time with a...
Are we gonna get a
Don't
Popcorn
worry about the
Classic?
time. We'll get to it. We're not gonna. We'll get to Popcorn
do-
Classic at some point this season.
At some point
have
this
to
season.
Guarantee.
But
That's
we-
a guarantee.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Thanks again to Rio. I'm gonna have to do that again now. Thanks again to Rio Genesis, RioGenesis.com.
Greg, be
providing
professional, for
100%
God's sake,
germ
for once in your
elimination
life.
and germ deterrence.
Popcorn Classic elimination, too.
I wonder if Rio
apparently.
Genesis.
See you next week.
Popcorn Classic elimination.
I just want you to understand something, that we are committed to spending 2 or 3 minutes per episode on a Rio Genesis. Excuse me.
Excuse
we
me.
have
Excuse
an
me.
obligation, and that's all that you're seeing here is dependent.
Do you have the full paper available someplace? Yeah, we just looked at it at the beginning of the stream. Jimmy, we looked at it already. I'll show a little bit of it again after we finish season 10, probably, for anyone who's not seen it. But yeah, or you can watch the VOD after. But yeah, we did have a look at it, yeah. Just so we glance at some bits.
On that.
Well, then we should have just done it at the old movie theater and not had to talk about this stuff, because if it's cutting into the Popcorn Classics, people have no reason to watch.
People have no reason to watch if there's no Popcorn Classics. It's got a good point. Okay. Episode 2, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a review of the Tyler Perry film, Acrimony, which I've never heard of my life. No idea what that is. And obviously we've got a Steven Spielberg film. What can you say? It's Steven Spielberg, probably. Come on. This is a big deal. It's Ready Player One, based on the book. I've never seen it, never read the book. It just seems like pop culture, the film. I could be wrong. But I'm not too sure. I started the Delgado Fund Motor Dockers. Okay, wonder what that means, eh? Okay, here we go. Let's just dive in. I want to get into VR as soon as we can. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective.
We're thinking beyond movies.
Imagine.
I think this is actually the first season of On Cinema where we've got rid of the classic. These are great movies, you know, you can't lose. This is the first season where we've gotten rid of the season 1 Tim and all the little pop-ups. which is pretty sad, really. But this bit is really funny. But yeah, damn, it's gone. I think this is the first time. A terrible movie and worst book. I can see that. It just seems like pop culture, the movie. Let's say as many funny characters, well known, love, and put them in a film, right? Welcome to the stream, blah blah. Good to see you.
And being germ-free.
DC's
Rheogenesis technology.
Rheogenesis technology.
It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker. Hi, everybody.
That
Welcome
looked
to
like Tim
another
was telling
episode
Greg
of
off
On
there.
Cinema at the Cinema
Wait,
with
like,
me, your host, Tim
you just tell
Heidecker.
with a
Hi,
point
everybody.
there
Welcome
and
to
shit.
another episode
Great.
of On Cinema at the Cinema, brought to you by Rheogenesis. I am your host, Tim Heidecker.
That's pretty crazy,
And
isn't
welcome
it?
to the
The
show where
book's
we
worse than
review
the movie.
movies and give you some advice about which movies to
It's
check
kind of like
out
The Boys,
in the theaters.
innit? Everyone says
My
the
name
comic's
is Tim
terrible, but the
Heidecker.
show's
I am
great.
the host of On Cinema at the Cinema,
You are.
brought to you by Rheogenesis. And I'm joined by one of the guest from the
Rheogenesis
VFA here.
technology.
It's Victorville Film Archive, Mr.
Delgados
Greg
want a
Turkington.
return on
Thanks for joining
investment.
me
Oh, okay.
once
Guys,
again.
glad to be
Hey,
here
guys.
and can't wait to share some
Movies like
more
Tom
movie
Cruise in them,
expertise with you.
can't
That's right.
lose.
And
we'll miss that, man.
a little update from me
God
before we
rest
get into
season
it
one,
is
Timmy's
we've gotten some
finally dead.
people asking what's happening with the Delgado Fund, and
Well, please.
I've been a big. I know I mentioned this at this Oscars.
Yes, we started up the Delgado Fund in memorandum of those poor kids, apart from that one who was a junkie who died of a heroin overdose, who sadly lost their lives being irresponsible, making bad decisions at the Electric Sun Desert Music Festival. So let's see how that. Let's see.
Special people
What's going
want
on
to
with
figure
the
out how
fund?
they can contribute, how they can kind of get
I hope
involved
Greg is
with the
surprised at
Delgado
them.
Fund.
It's been a while
because really
since he's been
the
gifted
point of
with
that
something.
was to bring arts education to the community.
As it should be.
And what's been happening, and this is, I don't want to get into all the details of this, is we've sort of the opposite of what we wanted to happen is happening, which is now
Go on,
the
why?
Delgado family, who I
The
was
Delgado
originally very
family.
close with and very connected with in terms of what the plan for the Delgado Fund was.
Were
gonna
you?
be,
I
have
can't
kind of-
imagine that.
I don't know who got to them. I suspect it was probably the rat, Rossetti.
Rosé, the fucking rat,
I
everybody.
suspect he got to them.
That
But now
motherfucker.
they've turned the tables on
How could you
me,
forget
and
about
now
Rosé the rat?
are coming at me with a civil suit.
Greg just realised to get this popcorn classic going. He's just sitting there with the tape. A civil suit.
And we have this, they're trying to bring the other families in, and basically they're seizing as much as they can.
They're doing a Jeffrey Dahmer. After they published Jeffrey Dahmer's dad published that book, all the families that were victims of Dahmer went civil suited them basically. Oh yeah, that was in the wow, that was like a rare VHS or something, wasn't it? Fucking hero, man. I mean, that's a treasure. That's a movie treasure.
They're just sort of nibbling away, and that's
Yeah, Tim's
right
been
now
Jeffrey
why
Dahmer
you
here.
have
Or Lionel
the IP
Dahmer more
seizures that we're
specifically.
doing that they're involved with. They've,
Tim's losing all of his
taking
great
control
companies.
of the brands like Dakar,
Not
and
Dakar.
even Decker,
Not
and
Decker.
DKR,
Not
and,
DKR.
number of
Look at the fucking pop-ups. Deckard, DKR. I'm like an empty bottle, drained of everything, let in my mind.
other intellectual properties that were involved. See,
IPs?
Even on cinema, they want to get their hands on. For now, we're keeping
Not
them at bay.
Ratete. I like that.
It's, you know, last episode, I'm sorry I'm going on about this, but it's
No, it's important.
It's very intense
This
right
is
now.
very intense.
And it's probably the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with.
Deep impact.
Last week, me talking about
This is
sort
like in
of
the beginning
a
of-
new chapter of the
It's
show.
kind of the start of Greg wearing movie hats. He's been doing it before, but he wears a lot of movie hats now.
Oh, well, this is a new chapter for me because now I'm forced to be, the joke is I'm forced to, looks like I'm even doing chapter 11 bankruptcy because just to
Christ.
protect what I have, to create a shield. You know, we talk a lot
Like
about
Rheogenesis, yep.
creating a shield from germs, and that's what's great about Rheogenesis. But
Mm.
I'm also looking at a legal shield because I'm under attack. Anyways, I don't want to get into all that, but if people wanted to know where we're at, that's where we're at. We're at a complete opposite of where we want to be. So
4R.
there is no Delgado Fund.
There is no Delgado Fund. There's only
and
the
the
Delgado
Delgados are not a lot of
rats.
fun. That's the only twist
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he fucking gifts him like a fucking Blu-ray player, really thoughtful gift.
on it that I've noticed, that these are bad
Greg hates
people.
it.
And they're taking
bad.
their son's death and using it to try to capitalize and monetize that. and
Nah, it's
try to come
scumbag
after me.
behavior.
But it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
So what did
Not,
they?
it's not going to happen. And by the way, I'm getting a lot of negative feedback on the hats. I don't know what the hats are about.
Oh, yeah,
They
but
look
speaking of
sloppy.
hats,
I'm getting
It's
a lot
not
of
the show.
positive feedback because these are actually
movie hats.
part of the VFA now. This is part of a new collection that I'm building of movie promotional hats.
Yeah, you starting to collect movie promotional hats alongside his VHS collection. That's a good collection. Movie hats.
Which
Then
they
they
would
should
give to
pay
the
then they should
crew.
pay to be on the. Then they Deep Impact, whatever movie studio is, should pay to be.
Whatever movie
pay to be
studio
on
that
the
is.
show.
Yeah,
We're not
okay.
giving free advertising.
Well, the whole
Rio
movie is
Genesis
about
people are
talking about classic movies.
Rio Genesis people are calling me
Evil
saying, "Why is
parents.
there dueling products
Just
on the show that we're
chancing
paying
bastards
for?"
But
is
we're
what they are.
talking about movies every episode.
Opportunistic.
Believe me, there's going to be
scum.
a deep impact when it comes to the way I'm handling it with you. There's going to be a deep impact physically.
This is
That's a
this
warning.
is essentially
That's
a
a
popcorn
warning.
classic, and this is another way to present.
That needs
a
to bring back
popcorn
60
classic.
On
seconds
two levels,
soapbox.
it's out of
That's what he needs to do.
it's bad taste from a movie reviewer to be wearing product placement like that.
It's
on
not
a second
product
on a
placement.
second level, you look sloppy, and it's a bad look for you.
Bad
Well, it doesn't
look
look
You look like a
stupid on-
child.
when the stars
Like
of
a
the movie
child.
are wearing it, like Morgan Freeman. It doesn't look stupid. Then.
Yeah, when Morgan Freeman
and I
wears the hat,
guarantee
his
he's got
movie
one
on
of
it.
these at home too.
Let's talk about something you're here to talk about: movies. Ready Player One, directed by
Steven
Steven
Spielberg,
Spielberg.
the master.
He just immediately chirps up as soon as he says Steven Spielberg's name.
Starring
The
Ty
master.
Sheridan, Olivia Cook, Olivia Cook,
Cook?
Ben Mendelsohn. When the creators of a virtual reality world called Oasis dies, he
Yeah.
releases a challenge to all Oasis.
Well, if I was waiting my eyes, man, I think I'd hate that.
Oasis users to find his Easter egg, which will give the finder his fortune. Wade Watts finds the first clue and starts a race for the egg.
The egg.
And this is based on the
Was this
video
Call of Duty
game
Zombies or
Ready
something?
Player One, and this is a Steven Spielberg joint. It's one of his.
Joint. Did anyone see Borderlands? Definitely my Oscar pick this year. I've not really played any of the Borderlands film, but I've heard that fucking great 5 bags of popcorn, 5 bag of reviews of it, and maybe one of those a keychain of the little claptrap fella. Yeah, what was it? Like $14 million budget, did $8 million in its opening week. Hilarious.
His best movies,
Hilarious.
I think, since E.T.
From?
I love this movie. 5 bags of popcorn, 2 cans of Coke, 2 cans of soda.
You know, Spielberg is probably the preeminent director of our
Jaws.
time, and it shows his confidence with
And?
this movie that he knew that this was going to be such a hit that it was going to kick off a new
Close Encounters of the
franchise.
Third
And so,
Kind.
some would call it overconfidence. I think it's the
And?
right move. He called the first one in the series Ready
Jaws
Player
2.
1, knowing that there'll be
Close
a Ready
Encounters
Player
of the
2, a Ready
Movie
Player
King.
3, and so on and so forth, all the way up maybe to 10.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
I think that's kind of cool, and it's going to be in the Guinness Book of Movie Records as the first time that the first movie in a beloved series had the 1 in the title from the get-go.
Pretty
and so I'm going to
interesting.
give it 5 bags of popcorn.
Is that what you think? Okay.
And throw in an old little E.T.
Jaws 2
keychain,
becomes the real Jaws 2, which makes Jaws 2 become Jaws 3, and then Jaws 3 becomes Jaws 4.
just to remind
And
you
then
of,
Jaws 4 becomes
Spielberg's
Jaws
roots.
5.
And one thing I love about this movie is the virtually real technology that they're using.
Revenge of
Virtually, the
Jaws.
VR they call it. It's almost as if
Alejandro
you can be,
Jazz.
it's like you're in the game or in the game, and that's interesting. Interesting
3D.
I
technology.
won't do it for 2,000.
Acrimony, directed by Tyler
I'll do it
Perry,
for
one of our favorite
10,000.
directors, starring Tarji P. Henson, related to Jim Henson.
Jim
Jasmine
Henson mentioned
Simon
the
and
fuck.
Daniel
Even
Nicolette.
even Greg was like, they fucking talked about Clint Eastwood earlier. Even Greg there was like, what?
Related to Jim Henson.
Maud just had that Tim Heidecker moment there. Look,
Jasmine
he's like, what?
Simon and Daniel
don't get
Nicolette.
that. I don't
Faithful
get that
wife,
either.
tired of standing by her devious husband, is enraged when it becomes clear she has been betrayed. This is a
Damn.
great movie. Tell me what you thought.
Tell me what you
I think
thought.
Tyler Perry is,
The
it's
hipster.
strange you wouldn't have seen this coming, but I think he's becoming
sounds like
the
one of
Woody
those-
Allen of our generation.
It sounds like one of those r/Batman Arkham subreddits. Why didn't the Hoopster just kill Jaw? Is he stupid? I love the Arkham subreddit.
In his own way. This is an
The
interesting
Jonkler.
movie. It has a
The Jonkler makes me
cast
crack
made up
up.
of people that we've seen in some of his other movies.
The sight of
and
it
I
up
think it's
is
one of his
great.
best, probably
The
his
Jonkler
best,
and
and
man.
maybe the first
Oh,
time that
fucking
he gets
Christ.
nominated for a Directorial Academy Award. That's
Hmm.
my prediction. I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and a little piece of wood, sort of as a
little
tip
piece
of the
of
hat to
wood.
Woody Allen.
Just
I
about
love
a
Woody
slab of
and
wood.
I love Taylor,
I love
and
Woody.
Acrimony is up there for me as well as one of the best movies of the year. I predict an
Oscar
Oscar as
pick.
well. That's an official Oscar
Hey,
pick.
there is.
And
official Oscar
I give
pick,
it
ladies
5
and
bags
gentlemen.
of popcorn, and
2 sodas?
it's an
Right.
Oscar pick. So
That's
it's
an
an
Oscar
important
pick.
movie.
That is an
It's
important
one
movie.
everyone should check out.
Oh, well.
Not the longest movie I've seen in a while. It flew by.
You can't blame a movie for going fast.
All of
That
us movie
doesn't really
expertise, man.
factor into its official running time.
Okay, and
That's
we
interesting.
have a
You can't blame a
surprise
movie for
from
feeling
you. You
quick.
said you've
It
got
doesn't-
something to go
This
through.
is
Doesn't come
interesting. I
with
think
his running time. That's
astute
interesting.
viewers remember last week we were talking about Sherlock Gnomes.
Sherlock Gnomes.
The Johnny Depp movie that I felt should have been
Oh my fucking
a
god!
Tim
Here we
Burton
go.
Johnny Depp movie. And I actually sent a letter to Tim Burton's
Tim Burton's
offices.
getting
He's
harassed
currently
by
at
Greg
work on the
Turkington
new Dumbo reboot, the Disney film.
I forgot about the
And,
Dumbo reboot.
I got a letter back just yesterday afternoon, very
Soulless
fast,
film.
from Mr.
Of all of the fucking live action shite Disney films, Dumbo was the one that got fucking buried and left in the ground, man.
Tim Burton,
So funny.
which is cool in a way.
It's funny when these live action Disney films come out and then 3 years later nobody fucking remembers them. It's almost like they shouldn't fucking do it.
But what's not cool, and this is cool, that
There's Tim.
included an
Oh, he got an
autograph photo, which I
autograph
didn't
from
even
him?
ask for.
That's sick.
That's a keepsake.
That's a
but
keepsake, yeah.
What's not cool is that he ignored the content of my letter, where I asked him on behalf of
You
all
got
the
a real
viewers of
response?
the show to answer the question that we posed last week, which is why
didn't you do
not
Sherlock
direct
Gnomes?
Sherlock Gnomes? And this is what he says. Dear Greg, thank you for your kind words and for being such a loyal viewer of my work.
Great.
To answer your question, I have not seen Sherlock Gnomes, but I'm sure that John Stevenson did a fine job. Best wishes, Tim Burton. Well, he's not
All right.
answering my question.
He's not answering. That's really weird. He's kind of dodging the question. I was a bit skeptical at first, but that is weird. Why wouldn't he just come out and say the reason why instead of thinking that instead of not answering the question? The fuck's that all about?
Because my question wasn't, have you seen Sherlock Gnomes? My
All right.
question is, why
Why
didn't
didn't
you
you
said
do
you're
direct
going to read the
Sherlock
letter.
Gnomes?
That's.
But he says to answer your question, but he ignored
he
the
ignored the
question,
question?
which is why didn't
I'm
you
sure he's a
direct
busy man. Thanks. That's interesting.
with your
That's
partner
interesting.
Johnny Depp? Why didn't you direct Sherlock Gnomes? He just totally blew it off.
Yeah, we
You
know.
told me you're going to read a piece of movie memorabilia. That's
Well, it's memorabilia because it's signed by Tim Burton, but it's
That's cool.
also we're going
What
to.
if they
gonna
actually got
frame
Tim
this,
Burton to
but-
send it?
We want
It's
to
a little
see
disappointing.
your.
Shady
give us a
businessman.
VFA update.
Some
Let's go to
greasy
that
shit
quickly.
going on. Oh, look.
Hey guys!
Hey, guys.
This is Greg Turkington with On Cinema at the Cinema
Ooh.
with a VFA update. People have been asking, what is the current situation with the VFA? Well, we've just
I can just hear. What is that strange breathing sound back there? Gnome heads. I like gnome heads. Gnome freaks would just fucking go to Tim Burton's door. I really hope so that Tim Burton. I really hope he did see if that's his little contribution to the world of On Cinema. That is fucking great. That is really fucking funny.
found a new
And it'd be even funnier if he didn't know that's what it was for.
location, and we have been collecting the videos, not
That
only ones that
sound
I've
is
been
so
acquiring,
fucking ominous,
but that
man.
people have been donating to the archives. And so we've got quite a few here.
Yeah, I know.
We're looking for some shelving, and we've got a whole
at that
other
fucking collection
facility,
there.
a closet that is
I hope Burton watches
quite
the show.
big.
He's a
That was a
movie
walk-in
director. He needs
closet
to
that
get
is now
some
going to
movie
be
expertise.
home to the main section of the archive.
Great.
We have a program in place where if you donate tapes to the archive's permanent collection, you then get vouchers where you can borrow tapes from the main collection for a week at a time.
What the fuck do you mean? So trade in tapes and then you can borrow other tapes?
So do keep the donations coming, and I'm feeling pretty good about the tapes that we have acquired thus
Hey. Speaking of Tim
I'm feeling
Burton,
pretty
everybody.
good.
Speaking of Tim Burton films. Batman. Starring Michael Keaton from Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice. Classic Vader. It's classic Darth Vader impression. Luke, I am your father. True story. Check it out.
About the tapes that we have acquired thus far. Back to you, Tim.
Obi-Wan
All right, well,
died
thanks for
on
that
my
little sneak-
Death Star. True story. Check it out.
Peek into the inner workings of the VFA. I'm honestly glad to see it's.
It's coming back up. The
Growing
VHS, the
and doing
collection's
well.
back
It's
together
actually
again. man.
bigger
It's
now
great.
than it ever has been in terms of the quantity and quality of the movies.
This is the biggest VFA we've had
All right,
so
well,
far.
thank you guys
this is
for
like
watching.
VFA Mark
We'll
5
see
or
you
something,
next
Mark
week.
4.
And thanks again to RioGenesis.com.
Thanks, RioGenesis
They've been a
technology.
real friend of the show.
Germ
and are
free.
making the show possible. And to visit RioGenesis.com, I guess, to make your order today.
I guess.
Appreciate that.
I guess?
Thanks,
what does
guys.
that mean? I guess to meet your order?
Yeah, we'll get
Fucking
that.
classic. Uh-huh.
Let's put that, shelve that for next week. Or put it on your schedule for next week.
Well, you can see the camera operators and stuff now. It's pretty cool.
Stuff.
See the camera ops and shit.
We already did
Tim Burton from Beetlejuice, and Edward Scissorman.
2 big segments from you on this show. Okay?
Yeah, but this isn't on Popcorn Classic. Isn't my segment? It's just part of the show.
That definitely
bring
is your
Popcorn
segment.
Classics.
It just says it's part of the show. That's definitely it's a segment from Greg Turkington. At least he's humble enough not to claim that.
Smart.
You could.
Who's
don't
the
know.
hat, and we'll start talking about more segments.
Get rid of the hat and we'll talk about more segments. I wonder if we should listen to the telephones as well. Would anyone be up for like doing on cinema at the cinema Oscar special telephones at one point for a stream? They're 2 hours long and it's just talking, but people phone in and stuff. It could be interesting. I don't know. I considered it before, but I don't remember exactly where the telephones fall in the timeline. I was wanting to do it in consecutive order, but we could just do it. We could just do the telephones at some point if people were interested in listening to them. A little throwback to the early days of the streams, perhaps. Okay. Episode 3, everybody. We've got a film with Joaquin Phoenix. Yes, okay. Well, we'll make a point to do that. I will get all of the telephones together and we'll start a stream. Actually, since they're hours long, it'll probably be a telephone each, maybe. I don't know, I need to check the line for them. We got a review of a Joaquin Phoenix film, Phoenix film, You Were Never Really Here, which looks pretty cool. Don't know anything about it. Sounds pretty neat. Yeah, me too. Mr. America. Can we watch that? Is it free to watch? I don't know. I've never seen it even. And I don't know how you get access to it. I need to look into that. I would like to. I hope you can too. I'll look into that after the stream. And a review of a John Curran film, Chappaquiddick. Oh, I can't wait to hear the pronunciation of that again. I guess it's about Ted Kennedy's death or involvement in a crash. Did he die? I don't know. I can't remember which of the Kennedys died. Great movie. I need to check them out because I do like Joaquin Phoenix. There's some wacko. What film is? Oh, Mr. America. You talk about? That's hilarious. I got confused. I need to check it out. I figured it would be really good film. Not a support video part. I mean, you know, the true movie experts watch things illegally after all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do many on cinema-centric content because outside the streams we gotta just do other things as well, so I don't know. Oh, I do like a film with a good soundtrack. Kennedys. Okay, let's get into the reviews. What the fuck is going on there? I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. What did you? I thought you were talking about the films that were getting reviewed here. That's funny. Season 11 doesn't make sense of it. Yeah, I know. Season 11's got a lot of Mr. America stuff on it about it. The 2 Megans. So that's a good funny one. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Let's look at movies from
Tony
an
Newman. I know
expert's
she's in that. Yeah.
We're thinking beyond movies. Imagine being germ-free.
Oh, you would never tell you that.
Genesis technology.
But technically, it probably does because he just fucking tapes everything, right?
It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker. Hey everybody, welcome
There
to
he is.
another episode of
Oh,
On Cinema
boy.
at the Cinema, brought to you by
Yeah, I
Rio
was gonna say,
Genesis.
does
My name is
indeed
Tim
do it. So it's a
Heidecker.
whole
I am the
operation he's
host
got.
of On Cinema at the Cinema, and we're excited to bring you new
Oh,
news about
LaRue.
movies coming
My
to your
God, so many
cinemas
people are
this
coming
week,
up,
give
man.
you
It's
expert
crazy.
advice on what to see and
A
what
whole
not
new
to
cast
see.
of
I've got
On
a couple
Cinema
guests
family
today I
members.
want to introduce, as always, from the VFA, Greg Turkington.
Hey guys.
And
VFA.
also
Hey,
with
guys.
us is a new expert that I'm bringing
new
to the
expert.
show, a technology expert, and Max. What's your last name again?
Ucomco.
Max Ucomco.
Max
coming to
Ucomco,
us
everybody.
from Best Buy. That's a
Max Ucomco, for a technology expert from Best Buy, everybody. Let's everyone welcome Max Ucomco, who is an expert of technology and how technology works from Best Buy. Very exciting.
Best Buy. We all know is a terrific store that provides
We're thinking
all kinds
beyond
of
technology.
technology and
Rio Genesis technology.
TVs and all that kind of stuff.
Not VCRs, because they're the ones that
Because
actually
they're
discontinued.
discontinued, and we don't
They're discontinued. Both say it at the same time.
use VCRs anymore.
Yeah, but it's because of places like Best Buy that gave up on the format, even though people were still buying the
Is
tapes.
that Best Buy's
Well, let's
fault?
respect our guest here.
Respect the guest.
The reason I have Max here, last week
Yeah, I
we
love that segment.
delved into the
Why does he
Ready
play
Player
with
One
Best
from
Buy?
Mr. Spielberg,
What about the people that
and
don't
it turned me
produce
on to this
VCRs
world
anymore?
of VR that I really didn't know much about.
Or tapes?
And I went down to the Best Buy, and Max here is one of the, I mean, just a killer salesman. He got
He's such a good salesman that he fucking managed to shoehorn his way onto On Cinema to talk about VR.
me into a new
I'm
what
such
is
a
it,
fucking
70-inch
sucker sometimes, man.
Samsung, which is 4K.
Meow.
And a couple other
smart.
great devices,
You got a good bonus
HDMI
from
cables he got me onto.
He got me on HDMI cables. Reminder that this is 2018 right now, and I'm pretty sure HDMI cables been around since at least 2010.
And a whole bunch of stuff. Universal remote from Logitech.
Well, Logitech,
Just a ton of great cool stuff.
They
But
make
the reason I went there is to
webcams.
find out
like this one here.
about VR, because I thought this is the
Crazy.
future, and I love being a little bit ahead of the curve. So
Ben.
talk to me
Kinda looks like a Ben, to
quickly
be fair.
about VR
VR
in a minute. I wanted to make
In a
a
minute.
quick
No,
note
no.
and say thanks to Rio Genesis for making the show possible, riogenesis.com. People have been asking me, by the way, because I kind
Where's
of
the website?
mentioned
Say goodbye, Jibs, forever.
this very quickly
Together we can keep these terms out, says Tim Heidecker. Who fucking made this site?
about my process with the Germ Shield X, the powder, the shake that I've been making. I
$79.99.
wanted to give my
Fuck
official
me.
recipe for what I do. If you guys are going to go with the Germ Shield X
Oh,
powder,
please, I'd love to hear it.
this is the shake I make. I make it 2-3 times a day.
Delicious.
Basically,
I love
it's
shakes.
real simple. You take a big scoop of the Rio Genesis.
Read a book. Greg claims to be a movie expert. He's not a VHS expert, not a JVC expert either, not a JVC head.
Into a into
Official
your
shake
blender,
recipe, everybody
some
here.
ice,
Scoop
some
of Germ Shield.
almond milk, like a couple cups of almond milk,
Couple of
or
cups.
whatever,
you
real
want.
milk if you want to do real milk. Cup of peanut butter. Couple. Sometimes I put in a banana,
again,
2
dude?
bananas,
I like bananas.
and some chocolate syrup,
I
and
like
then
cho- I like
blend.
that.
And that's. I'm telling you, it's better than a McDonald's shake. It is. It's such a delicious. It's got a little
McDonald's shake.
sweetness to it, and it's got nutrition.
Sweetness, I
and
wonder where
blocking
that comes
germs.
from. That's great.
100%.
Some germs are
100%.
good.
Some germs are
building
bit,
up
yeah.
your
No germs
immune
are
system.
True.
no germs are good.
Well, if
You're
you wanna
talking
have an
about
immune
antibiotics.
system,
You're talking
you need
about.
to-
Excuse me. You're talking
Excuse
about
me.
probiotics, and you're speaking without knowledge.
But you told
Okay,
me you're
and
not
I
even
asked you to
washing
stop
your
wearing
hands.
those goddamn
You told me you're
hats.
not even
Shut
washing
up.
your hands
I-
anymore because of this stuff.
Why would
Oh.
you need to wash your hands if you have no germs? I told you not.
Why would you need to wash your hands if you have no germs?
So speaking
Good
of
point.
germs, those
common
disgusting
courtesy.
used hats, they're not to be on this set ever again. I asked you, that was your first warning. I don't do second warnings. I'm going to do it for you now.
I don't do
That
second
hat,
warnings.
Any of those goddamn promotional hats end up on this set again, you're off the show.
Damn.
Now,
That's
VR. Sorry about
Heidecker
that,
guarantee
Max.
there.
This is
Excuse me.
very disrespectful.
He says
I
it
think,
so
you
many
wearing these
times in
hats.
this season. It's great.
And you don't look good in them either.
Well, the hats are
Everyone's
kind of
saying that, by the way.
unofficial
Everyone's saying
popcorn
that.
Look like-
classics. Well, I'm getting a lot of letters to the contrary.
I fucking love it. Everyone's saying that it's terrible, but I've been getting a lot of letters or comments or tweets on the contrary. This always comes down to this. Just these people arguing to and from.
Unofficial
It's great.
popcorn classics. Since you're too busy
Germ-free.
talking about this Dr. Sand
Real Genesis
garbage
technology.
It's not Dr.
product that
Sand,
you probably
believe me.
found in his,
You don't
his
mention his
estate
name again.
sale.
Damn, Dr.
I'm
Sandman.
mentioning
I'm
his
trying to
name.
include
Shut up.
popcorn
Shut
classics.
up,
Quack
I'm
it.
not
I'm
going to let
bringing
you
them
read
as
that
a
letter.
hat.
I'm not going to let you read that
Right.
letter.
All right.
Max.
Know your place, Greg.
I apologize. Talk to me about VR, because we brought one of these here. This is a VR unit
What the
set.
fuck VR set
What
is
is VR?
that?
A lot of people are like, why do they keep saying VR? What is virtually real technology?
Virtually
So
real.
essentially, put on the headset, goggles,
Right?
Virtually real. That's great.
whatever you want to call them, and you could see pretty much everything around you. You'll be immersed into
Oh,
the
it's
video game,
attached
the
to
movie,
phone,
whatever.
right?
This
okay.
is black right now. If this was hooked up to a movie or whatever, I'd be
Movie.
seeing basically beyond widescreen, folks. This would be another level of
Gear
You'd be
VR.
seeing 360.
I mean, he's not wrong. See, watching stuff in VR is actually really fucking cool. My friend has an Oculus. No, it's an Oculus he's got. I don't think it is, actually. I think it might be something else. Anyway, he's got a VR anyway. And watching like stuff like YouTube is really fucking cool in VR because it's just like, it is beyond widescreen in a way. You're just in a fucking a black void of this massive fucking screen in front of you, man. It's pretty cool. Watching Klman videos in VR is really fucking weird. It's like seeing yourself in a black void. It's very bizarre.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
And this is would you agree, you said this to me at the store, I thought it was profound. This is the
Profound.
future, you think, of entertainment?
I think so, yes. I think it is the future.
Yeah. So now
Sure.
you know, this is where Spielberg knows it. That's why he made Ready Player One. That's why, that's the trend. That's the definition. That's where we're going.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
yeah,
thank you
yeah.
for this.
No
Or thank you for the demo and for the education.
The demo, you
Fascinating
just
stuff.
put it in his head. Fascinating stuff.
Let's quickly get to your Tim Burton update, and then we can get into the movies. Quickly.
Maybe a quest.
As everybody knows, what's going on
Oh,
with Tim
fucking
Burton and the
remember.
Sherlock Gnomes
I
controversy.
think it is an Oculus Quest, yeah,
I
the
took
first
the
one. It's
liberty
still
of
one of
writing
the,
an
it's the
open
older
letter
one.
to Mr. Burton, which I'm going
Oh,
to
here
read
we
this week,
fucking
and then
go.
next week, hopefully, we'll have his response. Let me read
Summarize it if you need to.
Summarize if you need to. Good luck. Here we go. An open letter from Greg Turkington to Tim Burton here, everybody.
Mr. Burton, thank you for your letter. In your letter of 4 days ago, you stated, to answer your question,
The
I have
Coleman.
not seen Sherlock Gnomes.
You are now entering the Klman void. Void. That'd be sick.
Yet if you reread my letter to you, whether or not you had seen Sherlock Gnomes was not my question.
Was it
My
not?
question was, why did you not direct the film? Which, as great as it was, would have been even greater had you been at the helm.
Okay.
It is common knowledge amongst film experts and the general public that your
Film
collaborations
experts.
with Johnny Depp are among the most beloved and profitable in film history.
What,
Thank
Michael
you.
Keaton?
Please do not insult my intelligence. And
Please
that
do
of
not
the many
insult
fans
my
by assuming that
intelligence.
We do not know this fact.
Bro's going to
It is
fucking
disingenuous
war
for you
with
to
Tim
pretend
Burton,
that a
man.
major studio would produce a
God
new
damn.
Johnny Depp film without first asking you if you were available
Greg's
to helm
speaking
the
for
project.
all the experts and
Millions of
buffs out there,
dollars,
man.
hold on, millions of
Hold on.
dollars and potentially tens of
Real
thousands
hero,
of
man.
jobs
This is
hang
for
in the
all of
balance
us.
of any major film production. To
That's-
have gone with James Stevenson, an unknown director, instead of a
Unknown
proven
director.
Depp collaborator and confidant, is a
Confidant.
decision that no studio executive would ever make voluntarily. Thus, we are left to conclude that you declined of your
Oh,
own
see when
volition
Greg
to work
gets
on Sherlock
long-winded like
Gnomes
this,
for
man, it's
reasons
so
that you did
painful.
not explain, and that I feel as fans were entitled to
That's
know.
it. Thank
no, This
you.
is the conclusion.
Wait.
As I stated in my first letter,
He's so
my
good at
program
just
on
this
cinema at the
long-winded
cinema
shit.
is at this time the premier source of movie expertise and criticism on the web and television.
Well, and
We have a
television.
very large viewership whose enthusiasm for film
You
is
said the letter was,
unmatched.
excuse me, you said the letter was going
These
to take
Unmatched,
10
are
seconds.
everybody.
film buffs who generally, these are film buffs who generally will see a new release several
long is this?
times
Is
if
it-
the
you
movie is to their
filibustering my
liking.
show?
I hope that you will not
Filibustering?
disappoint them with further evasiveness. I look forward to your future projects
Tens
with
of
Mr.
thousands
Depp.
of jobs. Take one for
Sincerely,
the team,
Greg
man. He's wanting to
Turkington on
get-
Cinema at the Cinema
He's wanting to
co-host.
get blacklisted
this
from
letter
the
is just to
industry
get him to
for the
answer the question,
buffs.
why did you not direct Sherlock Gnomes?
Name another
that's
film
clear. We
critic
got
would
that.
do
He
that.
didn't
That's
answer
enough.
it
Thank
in
you.
the- when
Thank
I
you.
sent the first letter.
Thank you.
So hopefully this gets an answer from him.
Shut up, Greg.
Read that
Wanna talk about
answer
movies?
next week on the show. Yeah, I would love
Okay.
to.
All
And
right.
that's what this was. This was talking about movies,
put
not
that- I
about
never wanna hear
3D glasses, which they
Excuse
already
me.
had in the 50s. It's not a new technology.
The 50s? That's not right. VR has been around since at least the 70s, I'm pretty sure. They used VR for simulated medical like simulations and surgery simulations and that. And then it didn't really didn't hit the masses until like the late 80s, early 90s, when they were fucking rudimentary, overly expensive and shit, basically. Like Disney Quest and all this shit. The Virtual Boy and all this, just VR nonsense that wasn't really VR.
And I'll be reading
Very
that
interesting
on the show
history.
as well.
Well, we'll see.
Virtual
I
reality
don't,
tech.
I don't know if anyone's
you
interested
go.
in the minutia of that relationship anymore.
Yeah, the minutia. I like that.
All right, let's get into the movies. First up, Chachaquat.
Chachaquat.
Pachaquatic.
Patrick Quadic. That was good. Go on.
Chachaquatic.
Chappaquiddick.
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 Like they said
Chappaquiddick.
in the movie about 500 times if you saw the movie.
Starring Kate, directed by
At this point in time, Tim does not
John
watch any of the movies
Coran,
anymore.
starring Kate
Tim's given up
Mara,
on movies a
Olivia
long time ago.
Thurber, Jason Clarke. This is the story of Ted Kennedy, Lion Ted Kennedy.
Lion
one of
Ted
the worst
Kennedy.
rats in the history
Here
of
we go,
politics.
political
It's his life
nonsense
and
here.
career as they become derailed after he's involved in a fatal 1969 car accident that claims the life of a young campaign strategist, Mary Jo Kopnecki.
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 This is the
Jesus
story
Christ.
Ted Kennedy. It says the life and times of Ted Kennedy, and sort of the trouble he got into. And it was good to see finally this guy get taken down a few pegs. He's one of those swamp
good old
dwellers
boys, right?
in Washington.
Swamp dwellers is
sometimes
great.
gets glossed over and gets sort of lionized, but he was a bad guy.
Or the 80s. Oh, well, all right. I must be thinking about. There was a time before it was like commercially available that VR was used by like for medical, well, not medical practice, was like simulated medical stuff. There was a Defunct Land video that I watched about it when he was talking about Disney Quest, and he was talking about it VPO. Very interesting. But yeah, I'd watch that if you want a little bit of a history about it, because it does touch on it a little bit.
Guy's a killer. He's killed this woman and
Damn.
should have gotten the death penalty, but he ended up dying of natural causes, of course.
Of
I
course.
think that's common knowage. A couple years ago, and no one was sad to see him go, by the way.
What
But,
are they not? Okay, well, fair enough.
Interesting what Riogenesis could have done in preventing those
We're tying in a fucking promotion for Rio Genesis about an actual politician's
kinds
death
of
here.
issues.
Yeah, sure.
And that's all I'll say about that. Something to
That's
think
all I'll say about that.
Riogenesis.com.
RioGenesis.com, everybody.
Greg, I
You
give
wanna
it 5
die
bags
from
of
natural
popcorn.
causes?
Great thriller. Reminds me of The Manchurian Candidate, directed by John Curran. 5 bags of popcorn for John from his Caddyshack.
I love The Fun Land.
Chattaqua.
Literally
I don't
top
think it's quite the
three
political movie
YouTube
that you make it out to
channels
be.
of
I
all
think
time.
it's kind of more of a
The Funland is a massive, massive, massive inspiration for this channel as well, in terms of video essay documentary content. Does a million times better than me, but man, oh man,
an
love that guy.
old-fashioned horror
Kevin
movie. And that you've got
Portugal, I
a car
salute you,
on the
brother.
bridge hitting the water and sinking, which is very frightening to most people. That is one of the most common fears, is fear of the deep. And it reminds me of The Deep, which is a movie
The
from
Deep.
1977 with Jacqueline Bisset and Robert Shaw, who, interestingly enough, was coming off of Jaws, another underwater horror scenario.
Jaws.
So I did really like it. I would give it 5 bags of popcorn and an inflatable life preserver to save yourself if you ever find yourself in that situation.
That's really considerate of you, Greg.
You Were Never Really Here. Sounds like the Greg Turkington story. Directed by Lynn.
What does I? Well, you were. Sounds like even Greg's like, what the fuck does that even mean? You were never really here. What's Tim saying, man, when he says that? That's kind of deep. Sounds like the Greg Turkington story. What did he mean by that?
Lynn Ramsey.
Greg's so bemused by that.
starring Joaquin
Yoke.
Joaquin
Phonics. Joaquin Phonics, yep.
Traumatized veteran, unafraid of violence, tracks down missing girls for a living.
Spielberg.
When a job spins out of control, his nightmares overtake him as a conspiracy is uncovered, leading to what may be his death trip or his awakening. So it's either one of those two.
Either one of those
The movie
two.
answers that question. I'm not going to give it away. No spoilers on this show.
No, we never spoil
Is it his
anything in this
death
show.
trip or his awakening? That's kind of the mystery. It's almost like an old Sherlock Gnomes movie, Sherlock Holmes movie, where you
Sherlock
have
Gnomes movie.
the mystery. What is
Yeah, you
you
know.
were never really here?
you didn't
That's
see it.
kind of the interesting
Yeah, okay.
question
Sure.
that the movie proposes. It's 4 bags for me. 4 bags of
The
popcorn.
fuck? I was leaving.
5
It's a
bags of
statement. It's
popcorn.
not a question.
For You Were Never Really Here.
I'll tell you one thing.
Directed
Okay.
by directed by Lynn Ramsey.
I felt like I was there. I was in the theater because it's a very memorable film to see. It's one of the scariest movies in recent years.
Really now?
One of the most horrifying and one of the
Interesting.
most real. And I only hope that none of us and none of our viewers ever live through anything like what the characters in
thanks,
this
Greg.
great movie live
so
through.
considerate of you,
I'm
man.
going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and maybe a prescription to see a psychiatrist, because you're going to need it after you walk out of this one. It's a scary film.
Heavy stuff.
Heavy
I
stuff.
want to
Heavy
thank
subject
you.
matter.
And you have a new segment that you want to.
Yeah,
New
this is
segment?
a segment that we're pretty proud of. It's kind of a tribute to somebody who's meant a lot to the On
Turning
Cinema
to fucking
family.
Deadpool
our good
there?
friend,
Oh.
Mark Probst, who is under the weather at the moment. This is a segment called On Cinema's Marchives. And
The
we're gonna be
Marchives,
looking at some
everybody.
rare footage from Mark's personal archives. Take a
Okay.
look. I think you'll like it.
Take a look.
I'll do that part.
Check it
But take a
out.
look. I think you'll like it.
Take a look. I think you like it. Welcome to On Cinema Archives, everybody. A whole brand new segment where we explore the behind-the-scenes footage, secret film that we've never seen before of everyone's favourite impressionist, everyone's favourite popcorn jockey, everyone's favourite waiter, Mark Pruksch. Oh no, I will be doing that. Don't worry, of course. I will have a good night, Moz. I'm going to Twitter hasn't been delayed yet. Hopefully I'll see you in an hour and a half. Not too sure how long we'll be going on for, but probably for a while longer yet. We've still got a few episodes to go after all. Enjoy your marching band practice. Hope it goes well. Hope you play some mad beats and mad tunes. Enjoy. Take care, brother. Thanks for tuning in as always. Check it out. Here we go. Marchives, everybody.
Hey guys,
Hey guys.
welcome to another edition of On Cinema
God, oh man.
Archives, where we take a
You got
look
game?
at lost clips
Saving
from Mark
Private Ryan,
Probst's
good film.
archives, personal archives.
Okay, go.
Who's filming?
Mark Proksch, 5'11". I'm auditioning for the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh, great.
Are you the spirit, the specter whose coming was foretold to me?
I
Who's
am.
filming Mark?
Who and what are you?
I am the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Long past?
No, your past.
No, your past.
I believe I would rather have your countenance extinguished from my presence.
What? Would you so soon put out the light I give?
Voice every role that he does. Wah. This is the voice I do when I'm acting.
What is your concern then for me?
Your welfare.
Your welfare. That was a great. There he is doing it. Good on him, man. I'm glad he got that role. Whatever the fuck I'm looking at there.
All right, very interesting. We ended up.
Very interesting.
I recognized that from Decker, which we're not, by the way.
Oh, it was Decker.
I've lost the rights to.
Oh.
The Delgados have clamped down, and now they're saying that they own all the Decker
No.
intellectual property.
Oh my
But they
god.
wouldn't own Kington or any
Yep.
of the other
They're
characters.
the whole umbrella.
I love that.
Davidson,
Well, I
the
never
rest.
signed anything with it.
Shut up, Greg. Greg doesn't care about Decker, but he cares about Kingston.
Delgados. So
Good luck, Decker. Good luck, Greg.
Finally, big news. Thanks to Max, who's been here teching out and sort of figuring everything out. Max
do you
has
mean he
agreed
was
to
sitting
set us
there?
up with our own VR
Figuring
rig
everything out.
here.
Yes!
So next week, hopefully by next week, I think we'll be able to enact this, put this into action. You're going to be seeing, for the first time ever, on cinema, at the cinema, in
And VR.
So
Here we
whatever it
go.
takes, you want to
I'm
get
so excited.
your, I don't know, whatever your rig is, get
Whatever your rig,
this,
need to get
or
a
Max,
VR headset.
you recommend this. This is
yes, sir.
Samsung or Oculus, whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Get the unit, because next
The
week
unit.
we're throwing out all the cameras here. We're getting rid of all the equipment
can
here.
you watch it the regular way too?
You
I'm so
cannot.
excited.
It'll be
You
in
can- I
VR.
love that. You cannot. He's just doubling down on the VR here.
Prepare, because that's the future. We're
Yeah,
not waiting
next
around
week,
for it.
get yourself
Thanks,
a VR
guys.
headset.
See you
or
next
you're
week.
fucked.
People
So-
aren't going to be able to get the movie
Yes, they
reviews
will.
if they have to buy this stuff
They're
to
not going to
watch
have
the show.
You can. How much is this? $200?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Really
Not
cheap.
everybody has that kind of money to buy something. I wouldn't be able to buy something like that. It's a lot to expect the viewers to go buy something like that just to find out about.
Well, what do you think Henry Ford
you
did
don't
when he
need
introduced the car? You don't just. You know what I mean? You got to push it forward.
You drop the fucking
You don't
thing.
need something like that to watch this show. You shouldn't need something like that to watch this show.
You shouldn't, but you will.
I like it, Tim. You shouldn't, but you will. Tim just agrees with that. Yeah, you shouldn't need a fucking VR headset to watch this. You shouldn't, but you will. You need one. Here we go. Oh, yeah, buddy. We're so excited. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, from virtual reality, this is a big deal. I think from the next few episodes going forward. Yeah, for the next 3 episodes, we are going to be experiencing the world of On Cinema in virtual reality, which is so fucking exciting. One of the funniest things they ever fucking did for On Cinema. So great. You can view without a headset on your computer, even better on your phone if you really want to. So we got a review of the films Sergeant Stubby and American Hero. I don't fucking get that. Some fucking kid film, I guess, maybe. True story? Really? In an animated film about the First World War? That's ridiculous. And Overboard. A Rob Greenberg film. Okay. Never heard of it. And we also got a popcorn classic, this one. This is going to be a good fucking episode, man. I'm so pumped. Okay, here we go. Everyone get on your VR goggles. We're diving into the world of virtual reality. Exciting.
Let's look at movies from an expert perspective.
We're thinking beyond movies, baby.
Imagine being
Whoa.
germ-free.
With Rio Genesis technology. Whoa! Whoa! Where the fuck are we? There's Max.
Tim Heidecker.
There's Max.
Hey everybody,
Where's
welcome
Tim?
to a brand new
There he is.
episode of On Cinema at the.
Hey. Oh, it's a reboot? Damn. Is that on 5 on the stream? You're just in time to experience the world of One Cinema in fucking virtual reality. How exciting. Here we go. I need to check it out. I was not aware of that. How exciting. Okay, here we go.
Cinema. I am your host, Tim Heidecker,
There's Tim.
coming to
Everybody.
you for the first time
Tim
in the
Heidecker.
history
There
of One
he
Cinema
is.
in virtual reality, in VR.
Greg
we're very
Turkington
excited
over
to
there.
provide this brand new
I don't know why
platform for
Zach
us,
is here, really.
and it's really
There's
exciting. What can I say? Get your VR
You got a big
headsets
box of
on.
VHS tapes here.
We have ours here, and
Here we go.
thanks to Max
Why is
here
Greg
for setting it
on
up.
the subset? There's
Max is
Max.
now our crew of one. We used to have 15, 20 people working here.
Crazy.
They've all got the pink slip because we are
The pink slip.
going into the future. It's automated
Don't
situation.
get motion sick here, everybody.
It's kind of cool because now basically
It's pretty
you
rad.
see the
Look at
whole-
that setup,
I'll
man.
just give you a quick tour.
You got all the
By the way,
buttons
we got
here.
Greg Turkington with us
There's-
here. Pretty
there he
exciting,
is.
Greg.
Hey
He's
guys.
part of the
Hey guys.
VR
There he
experience.
is.
You can get up close and personal with him.
You can get right up
and now
close
you
and
can
personal.
I can
Look at
go
him.
pretty much wherever I want.
Yeah,
in
there
the
he is.
Set, and
Let's follow him. And we tripped over the X.
basically, you can see the whole set
Yeah.
from
See everything?
in a 360-degree
Crazy.
format. So I think it's a new way to
Look at that popcorn classic. Oh shit.
experience
The footprints everywhere.
all kinds of different stuff. Our show.
Yeah, I was not ready. I thought because I know on your phone you can like move the phone and it'll move with you, but on this you have to
In
fucking
particular.
drag it. It's a
What
bit-
are they going to do when they show the clips from the movies that
Well,
we're reviewing? Is that going to be?
popcorn
We're going to
classic
be
down
able
there.
to
Is that
watch
gonna-
them here in VR as well. So
There's a
we'll be
VR?
able to-
But if the movies didn't come out in VR, how
I mean, you
It'll
can
be
read
like
the-
you're in it'll be almost as if you're in a movie theater. So if you're
Yeah, it's just like being in the movies. You can read the little slip.
in a movie theater,
That's cool.
you'd look straight, right, Max?
It's like behind the
If you're
scenes.
Right at the screen, you'd see a screen in there. You understand?
I
nothing
understand.
about this reminds me of a movie theater. That's for sure.
This is the future of movies, Greg.
Well, I think it's cool. I think
I think it's cool.
You'll see people are going to get really excited about this.
I'm fucking pumped about it.
You- Excuse me.
Excuse you. Fucking shaking the camera up.
Cold or something.
I think it's allergies.
Allergies.
It's
Yeah.
well,
Maybe you're allergic to that.
The VR.
Rio Genesis.
I'm probably gonna keep
Yes,
pausing
thank
this
you
by
again.
accident.
This is sponsored by Rio Genesis.
Rio Genesis,
we've been
everybody, there
talking
it
about
is.
it. Very exciting.
Really
If you're not-
exciting.
if you haven't
Whoa.
purchased the system yet,
Fucking
let's
crazy
look at
stuff.
it from a different angle, which is
Let's look at it from an expert's perspective.
you know, the Rio Genesis not only keeping me alive.
Oh god damn it! I was gonna keep
from an
happening. Sorry.
standpoint, but from a financial standpoint,
Financial
the
standpoint.
Delgados have been basically moving in and surrounding me.
Surrounding me.
They've taken DKR from me. They've taken.
Who's DKR, everybody?
Excuse me. They've taken Dakar. They've taken Decker.
God damn it! Look at all these fucking
they're
IPs been
trying to
stolen.
make moves apparently on some of the on
These
cinema
fucking
itself.
So
graphics up
that's the
here.
last we'll
And-
see of Dakar and DKR.
That's
Are you happy with that,
right now.
Greg? That's
They're in
very
a
rude.
holding company that the Delgados have established.
But can you guys make music anymore? Or is that it?
That's like I've said before. I think right now
Look at this shit.
we've pressed pause on.
Just
that.
manipulate the world of one cinema to your
They've-
whims.
But so what I'm trying to say is, Rio Genesis
Just made in
is
time the music here.
providing that stability to the show. Okay, and the more you support Rio Genesis, the easier it's going to be to do what we do, which is provide
shit's
movie
so fucking
expertise.
stupid,
So
man.
Rio Genesis kind of did get rid of bacteria and germs if it's responsible for Dakar being
Look at that
gone
fucking
for
heady ass
Axiom.
nose that
Well,
Greg
listen, I
has,
wouldn't
man.
talk about. I wouldn't talk about
Yeah.
the personal stuff because I'm really at my wits' end with you. You've disobeyed
Look
me.
at him smiling. Greg
In
and
so
cheeky
many
boy.
different ways. In particular, my request, frankly, my insistence of not wearing these stupid
Insistence.
hats.
Now,
And
what the
we're
fuck
back
it-
at it
This-
again.
You're back
It's
at
a
it again.
beret, it's not a hat.
It
it's
is
very different.
Who cares? It's a hat. And I asked you to not wear hats.
Greg
on
with
set. You look like an idiot.
technicalities
You look like
here.
a clown.
You look like
And
a
everybody's
clown.
saying that
You should
Max,
talk. You look like Adolf Hitler.
Here we go. This is one of my favorite fucking jokes in the whole show. I'm not gonna move the camera a bit for this.
Idiot. You look like a clown. And everybody's
clown.
saying that
You should
Max,
talk. You look like Adolf Hitler.
The fucking hair and everything. The fucking profile shot is so fucking perfect, man. You look it up. Oh man, that's the white N word.
Okay.
How dare you?
How dare you? That's like calling. If I was black, that's like calling me the N word. That's the white N word. And
Fuck you.
fuck you. Sergeant Stubby,
God almighty. Genius.
an
I love
American
it.
hero. Take it off. Take
Take it
the
off.
hat off. Take the beret off.
Take it off.
Take it off.
There we go. Be mature, Greg. Be smart. Swordfish, everybody.
Sergeant Stubby, an American hero. Helena
Hell of a.
Bonham Carter, Logan
shut
Lederman,
up. Just
Letterman.
The pure,
they're,
showed off the hair,
Jeff
just pure Adolf Hitler energy.
The true story of the most decorated dog
Whoa.
in American military history, Sergeant Stubby,
don't
and
give a
the
fuck about
enduring
this.
bonds. It's
What's
a dog
Greg doing?
movie about World War One. Sergeant
Whoa.
Stubby, an
Well, I'm
American
there.
hero, directed by Richard Lanny, gets 5 bags of popcorn.
Look at the
for
popcorn
me.
right there.
It's not my kind of movie, but it checked
Why
off
is
all
it
the
shaking
boxes
so
in terms
much?
of length, and for kids, it's a good movie about patriotism and American
Keeps bumping his
honor.
arm into the
So it's a
fucking
cool
thing.
movie in that regard. No stars in it, and it had no special effects that I cared
Helena
about.
Bonham.
It doesn't look
Barton
good in
Cars?
VR, I'll tell
Tim
you that
Barton?
much. All right, your
Huh?
review?
I thought it was great. I don't think Sergeant Stubby is ever going to be on the level of Benji in terms of being an American hero who happens to be a dog,
is.
but I do think the movie's very good. I'm going to give it
He's so into it.
5 bags of
You see his
popcorn.
face there?
And
So you could have to
Maybe a
keep
can
acting
of,
now for the whole thing because the cameras are
Dick
looking at him
Van
everywhere at
Patten's
all
Natural
times.
Balance
What is he
dog
fucking
food,
here
since
for,
you
this
like
guy?
These natural products. That would be one for a dog, I guess, similar to
Okay. Second,
That's
is
thoughtful.
Overboard,
Genesis.
starring
Neogenesis
Bob,
technology.
directed by Bob Fisher. 2 directors, Bob Fisher
That
and
fucking
Rob
light
Greenberg.
box is crazy, man.
Starring Anna Faris, Eva Longoria, and John
Evil
Hannah.
Gorgia.
This is a remake of Overboard with Goldie Hawn.
Ah,
Kurt Russell, directed
Russell.
by, or
cool.
spoiled wealthy yacht owner is thrown off board overboard
whoa, dude.
and becomes the
This
target of
crazy-ass
revenge
film.
from his mistreated employee. And actually, it's kind of cool with the VR. You can get a sense of
What is that?
where
Oh, I wanted to read that.
what I'm reading, sort of like
Let me
this
read
is
it.
full immersive experience.
damn it,
so you can
Tim.
Sort of appreciate.
I want to
Anyways,
read. You're not fucking moving too quick.
Overboard.
What does that say?
5 bags of popcorn.
Oh
Max,
my
did you see
fucking
Overboard?
god, you cunt.
I did. It was great.
You saw the original?
He sets
No.
up the camera, wake up. I'm sorry if he's so ignorant. Sorry, Max. I need to give him his dues here. I mean, he's talking about the film now, so.
So there you go.
Right, never mind, he's not.
the original Overboard is actually a
big-ass
classic.
camera
I think
crane, man.
sometimes you're
Crazy.
running a risk when you remake something
So
that's
pep
so
up.
identified with 2 stars. For instance, you wouldn't remake the African Queen, I think, because Katharine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart are so identified with that movie, as are Kurt and Goldie with Overboard.
Damn, this
So
is in
I
4K
think
as
they were
well.
taking-
We can't even watch in 4K because I've not got a 4K monitor.
taking a risk, but I think the risk paid off because this movie's just as good as the original, maybe even a touch better. Very, very funny. I think it will be the comedy of the year.
Will it?
And I hope that Kurt and Goldie get a chance to go see it themselves. I think they'd get a kick out of it. I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and
Whoa.
1 miniature anchor,
Cool.
which is something you would use if
On
you
a
were
boat, yeah.
overboard.
And we
Overboard, I get
thank
it.
you. Thanks, Greg. And thank you, Max. And thank you,
Thanks, Max.
Genesis.
Thanks, Rio Genesis technology.
RioGenesis.com,
There
the only
it is.
way to defeat Germans.
That really hurts my fucking
the
eyes.
only way
It's
to
Besides
Watch
block
washing
fuck.
your hands and just
I don't want to
using
look at that anymore.
common sense.
There we go, thank God.
The only way to defeat
Common
germs
sense.
and protect yourselves from
If you wash your
Treasures,
hands, you
yep,
got
there
germs
is.
and then they're gone. The soap also works the same
But
way.
editing in
Okay.
VR must be so
Don't
weird,
undercut
man.
the sponsor of the show. You have a popcorn
Well,
classic.
if
You
they're
wanna
the
do your
sponsor-
I'd love
popcorn
to edit in
classic?
VR.
I haven't been
You wanna do
paid
your popcorn
anything.
classic?
I've
Oh, do your
been
popcorn
reimbursed.
classic?
That's the end of the show.
But
Well
I
done,
had
Greg.
bought my own ticket to see all these movies that we've been
about
reviewing
your
and not
popcorn
gotten
classic?
reimbursed. So
Well, how do you-
Rio
how much do you-
Genesis is the sponsor. They should at least be reimbursing that, let alone paying an appearance fee.
We're not paying fees. You're a guest. You're an expert. And that
Yeah,
should be
but
good
I
enough.
shouldn't have to buy the ticket and not get reimbursed.
Well, then
If
don't
these
go see
guys-
the movies.
Well, what
Don't-
are they
don't
doing
go see-
exactly?
you're a
if they're
movie expert,
sponsors?
why
'Cause
you-
I'm not seeing it.
I don't understand why Greg's bitching about having to pay to see a film, paying these hard-working film experts, filmmakers, and he's wanting reimbursed for it. Be a bit more professional, Greg. Come on.
anything.
For
And you
once in
seem
your
sick
life.
today.
You seem sick today. Ba-da-ba.
Today's popcorn classic.
Whoa.
I'm not even sure where to show this. I guess
Any
I can see
camera,
it, yeah.
anywhere. You can walk around the stage if you want.
it's
got a
Creature
good
from
point, you
the
can show it.
Black Lagoon,
Woo!
which with all
Good
this
film.
talk about virtual reality.
One of the last of the Universal horror monsters, really, from the late 50s, I think, or the early 50s. Kind of the end of Universal Studios' horror lineup, the creature from the Black Lagoon, everybody.
That this guy,
Very exciting.
was hoodwinked
Max.
you into. This is kind of
Great
the
film.
original virtual reality. It's called 3D.
3D is
Nothing
the
new
original.
under the sun.
Yeah, you're right.
Certainly, virtual reality's been done and done to death. It all started
it?
here in 1954 with a
Yeah,
creature from the
54.
Black Lagoon. Today's
Mid-50s,
popcorn classic, starring Richard Carlson.
Fuck yeah.
And Julia Adams.
Great
This is
film.
a horrifying movie.
Very
about
horrifying
a
movie.
scientific expedition that goes wrong when they uncover this creature.
The suit
in
for the
Black
creature is
Lagoon.
All right,
great.
thank you very much.
Gilman,
You've got to
as
see
he's
it
known.
in 3D.
And if you've enjoyed this, let us know, because I think this could be the future for On Cinema.
I hope
If you
it is the
haven't
future of
enjoyed
On
it,
Cinema.
Let us know too.
No,
Imagine
right.
this
Thanks
was
for
on.
watching.
Imagine this was on cinema moving forward, just VR all the time. I love that.
This is you understand. This is what we're doing from now on. You have to. You're
Get
not
over
gonna, you have to accept that and move on.
It's just,
stop.
it just doesn't feel right.
You don't
and-
call me Hitler again. You understand yeah, you did. You said I look like Adolf Hitler. That's on
I'm
record.
calling you Hitler.
That is on record. Excuse me.
This hairstyle and the mustache are very Hitler.
Okay, so Burt Reynolds looks
Hey,
like Hitler.
I'm getting cards and
All right,
emails
you know
from
what?
people that think that too.
I'm not talking to you about that anymore.
I'm not oh, bye,
I'm not the
bye,
only
Tim.
one that thinks it.
Not the only one that thinks it. Poor Tim getting picked on for his fucking hair and makeup, man. It's terrible. I don't know why I went for makeup there. Anyway, more reviews, everybody. We got a review of the film Super Troopers 2. Never even heard of the first one. Don't know what the fuck that is. Canada and the US, hilarious. And a review of what is that? Jay Chan. Oh, fuck that. And a review of the Brad Payton film with fucking everyone's favorite meatball head, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Rampage, based on the video game fighting game of the same name. Really random game to make into a film, but they did it. We gain the 360 but lose the crew. It's not worth it. Well, I mean, I guess Greg would say that because that's how you do it with films, but you know, listen. This is the way forward from now on. Don't need this. You see, one expert, one host. No need for a guest. No need for an additional guest. No need for any of this crew nonsense when you've got the cameras everywhere. And Tim shaved off the mustache after those comments as well. That's great. Whoa!
Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective. We're thinking beyond movies. Imagine being germ-free. It's Rheogenesis technology.
Okay, so
It's
Whoa!
On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host,
Stoner comedy,
Tim
big
Heidecker.
fan.
Let's get the show
I am one of those.
started.
So I have to
here.
check it out.
Hey everybody, this is
Presented in
Tim
VR,
Heidecker,
everybody.
and welcome to another edition of On Cinema at the Cinema VR.
VR.
And I do apologize. This is like
For the VR?
no.
Don't
VR
be
has
so
been a
rude.
big hit. People
It's been I love it.
are writing me saying how much they love.
Oh, he's shaved. He's getting rid of the allergens that's grown on his mustache. He's obviously Rheogenesis doesn't work on hair follicles, only works on your biome gut, right?
The
So it makes
immersive
sense.
experience, and thanks
shaving
to
the head
Max
off
for being
soon.
here.
Vice
I just got crazy pollen or allergies or something. Is just like knocking
cold.
me out. It's not a cold.
He's not a tumor. God, mate.
Excuse me.
Bro's suffering.
This is terrible. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Tim.
I'm just like.
So Rheogenesis technology, it's just when you eliminate all the germs, it's like... it's just the germs fighting back, that's all.
Excuse me.
I'm glad I didn't take any of that stuff.
No, it's not from
It's
the
just
sun. By the
Greg's
way,
eyes fucking
cut ties
bugging.
with Rheogenesis.
Why? Well, I'm the
they,
Rheogenesis technology.
We're
We're still getting the advert for it anyway.
Look, I can look here.
His
Rheogenesis
eyes!
has a great
Tim's
product.
eyes are so
and
funny,
I'm
man.
very upset because it's an amazing, life-changing, world-changing product. And what I found out 3 days ago,
Guy looks so
I was
fucked.
telling
His
Max this,
eyes are
that,
so fucked up.
the
It's like pink guy or something.
the Delgados, what the Delgados and their lawyer
Hmm.
has been pulling on me is got to be
He's so
the crime of
fucking
the century.
what a schmuck. He's so
And
happy about it.
they've now come after my deal with Rheogenesis. So every dollar I was coming in,
Oh,
was coming
damn.
into
The
this
Delgados have seized
production
Rheogenesis
for
technology. That's
Rheogenesis,
crazy.
from Rheogenesis, from the hard-earned money that you guys were spending is now coming out of where it was supposed to go into the show
All
and
$10.
onto shut the fuck up and right into the fucking
Shut the
Delgado's,
fuck up!
Bank account or their fund.
Hey, watch your mouth. This is Max. He's gonna be. He's part of On Cinema from now on. He's like Dr. San. Dr. San. Max is with us.
And I'm so sick of this. And I'm at my fucking wit's end with them.
I'm at my fucking wit's end with him. I'm starting to get the feeling that Rio Genesis is definitely some sort of Ponzi scheme from Tim in order to make a quick buck, right? Don't know, man. Don't know.
So don't go to RioGenesis.com. Don't buy their, not crap. It's great product.
Great product.
I'm still using it.
It's never
But
even in stores in the first place. I
it
never
doesn't
saw
matter.
it anywhere.
Send it back. Ask for a
Send it
refund
back.
because basically it's a money
It's a
laundering.
scam now,
The Delgados are rotten and they're trying to ruin
Rotten.
it. And my message to the Delgados is, fine, we're even, okay?
We're even.
You
Please,
won.
for the love of God, stop.
You've taken it all.
That's
I
what
got
Tim's like right
nothing
now.
now.
Stop.
I don't have the
Stop.
ability
Please
to
stop.
fund this show. And now you're telling me that I can't even review movies. We can't call it On Cinema at the Cinema.
What?
I was doing this well before I got involved with your son, and your son made the shitty mistake that
He
he
did.
made.
The
that got him
shitty
6
fuck.
feet
He's a
under.
fucking idiot.
And
He's dead. Good riddance
I'm not
to
gonna
him.
say anything more because I know I'm a good enough lawyer to know that
Tim's a
there's
good lawyer.
boundaries and we can't cross those. I'm sorry.
It's okay,
I'm
Tim.
pissed.
I'm pissed as well, man.
Excuse me.
He's just passionate.
All right.
This is his livelihood
what
at
did
stake.
you wanted to read a letter or some shit.
I'm a
Get
juicy
quickly with
juice.
it because
Damn
we
it.
have movies to review, and then I gotta get over to the courthouse
Well, I've been.
because suddenly now I have to sign affidavits saying where the Rio Genesis money was going, as if there wasn't funding this, or wasn't funding the VR. Max knew.
Impending
Max
Casper visit
knew. From,
FYI.
Oh shit. Oh, thanks so much for the dono, Peter Martin. Thanks very much. Impending Casper visit. What on earth does that fucking mean? What do you mean? Is he coming here? What up, YouTubes? Gonna watch this. This on sin. I can't do a fucking King Cobra impression. I cannot. I heard that his ex is gonna try and visit him or something. I've not been keeping up to date with the Cobra verse. Really, I need to get back into it. The new home arc has not been as exciting. Really, it's a shame. But I mean, it's entirely his fucking fault. So as usual. But keep up to date. Thank you very much for the donation, brother. I sincerely appreciate it. She may be going there. There's no fucking way. There's no way. I hope so, but that would be exciting because she's definitely going to be getting a fucking restraining order put on her. Fucking psycho bitch.
in the beginning, where the funding stream for this show is coming from.
But
so I might have to bring
that's
you down
Casper.
to court.
That's Mr. Casper for you. That's Josh for you.
Excuse me.
This is an
Very
open letter
accepting
to
of
Tim
any of the
Burton. This is a
freaks.
follow-up to
Like homeboy Scotty. May he rest in peace, homeboy Scotty. You mouth drilling fucking freak.
an open letter that I read on the show 2 weeks ago that, as you
What are you talking about? Blah blah. There is a lol cow out there who goes by the name of King Cobra GFS. He's a YouTuber, he's a streamer, and he basically is just a fucking bum that lives in Casper, Missouri. And he's basically very famous for being a strange, mystic goth guy who is an alcoholic, who makes really disgusting, he's a poor bastard basically, yeah. Makes like really terrible food hacks and drink combos and all this shit. And he's got a very storied arc. He's been on YouTube for like probably 10 years, and his entire life is out for the world to see. If you want to know more about him, there's a very fascinating video essay about him made by a guy called Danknet. His gothic bride, naked and laughing. Well, ex-bride at this point. He's a very fascinating guy. If you're interested in people like Daniel Larson or Kristen Weston Chandler from Ruckersville, Virginia, and people like that, you would like King Cobra GFS. He's not as much. He's not a degenerate like those guys. He's just a bit of a bum and a moron. But we love him.
You'll find out when you listen to what I'm going to read that he has not answered that letter.
All right. Is this more Tim Burton shit?
Not Tim Burton shit again,
Well,
please.
Quickly.
Quickly, yeah, get it
Mr.
away.
Burton,
Mr.
this
Burton.
is to notify you that your lack of
Let's have a
response to
look.
my previous
That's
letter
not
has
that
only
long.
confirmed our worst suspicions about your lack of involvement with
Like yeah, pretty much like a Christian type. He's also high functionally autistic like Christian, but he's nowhere near as big a degenerate as Chris. Nowhere near. He's just a bit of an alcoholic, and he's just a bit of a fucking doofus who exposes his entire life to the internet. But he's not a sicko. He hates sickos more than he loves Ozzy Osbourne. But he's kind of like he's in the same ranch, lolcow ranch as Chris is. Yeah, same kind of thing.
Sherlock Gnomes. Why won't you answer a
His life
simple
isn't
and
as
obvious
detailed.
question,
We
which
don't
is
know
why
like
did you
Chris is,
decline
but
to
yeah,
direct
similar kind
Johnny,
of thing.
your frequent collaborator over the past 2 decades
Bye,
in
Tim.
Sherlock Gnomes?
Where's Tim going?
This is an open letter. By open letter, I mean I will be reading it on the air on my highly viewed program on
he going on-
cinema
what's going on
at
over
the
there?
cinema. I hereby invite you to come on next
What are you
week's
talking about?
episode as my
30 days,
special guest
60
and
days.
discuss this matter with our
I don't know if
panel
we're
of
gonna be able to keep
experts.
any of this
If you do
stuff.
not reply, I can
What
only
do you say?
assume
We're not
that you
keeping
wish
any
for
of
your
this stuff?
standing and
They're
reputation
gonna
amongst
take
movie
every- they're
buffs
gonna
and
take all this
experts to
shit, sorry.
falter.
They're gonna take all this shit.
Sherlock
take
Gnomes
all
will
this
not
shit.
be taking home Oscar
And
Gold this
what I
year,
have.
and
What
that
I
is in
have.
no small part due
Is he following it with VR? Yeah, check him out. Like I say, Danknet, really good YouTuber. He's a Canuck. He did a video about King Cobra JFS. Check it out. It's very detailed exploration about him. It's quite out of date now. It came out in like 2017, something like that. But it's a good introduction to him. That's how I got introduced to him.
to your refusal to
They even King Cobra JFS even had a Liquid Chris saga. What was it called again? The Second Serpent saga or something like that. It's pretty funny.
take the reins and direct the
basically
movie
the
the
same
way
thing
that
as
it
Liquid
deserved to be
Chris.
directed, and to continue your outstanding collaboration with Johnny Depp.
All right, thank you for that.
Hold on. It is incomprehensible why you would
Chris
deny the movie going
Chandler.
public this treat.
Oh no,
We
you
hereby
don't,
demand an
Chris.
answer as to why. You will be given ample time to explain your strange and disturbing motives when you appear on the show. Thank you for your consideration. So basically, we're
Trying to steal
inviting
my
Burton
Sonichu
on
and
this-
yeah. Trying to steal my Sonichu characters, and Rosie Rose Chew and the Chaotic Combo. Yeah.
show to answer these allegations and defend himself, which I think is completely fair considering the situation.
Thank
Fuck
you.
Tim
You don't have to,
Burton.
you can read the letter. You don't have to explain the letter. I'm sick of that.
This long-winded
Tim Burton
shit with Tim Burton is so funny.
Let it go.
Let it go. Get over it already.
The
we review a
movies
movie?
today are Rampage,
Fucking halfway through the show.
directed by Raid
Raid Shadow
excuse
Legends.
me, Brad Payton, starring Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Jeffrey
Rock.
Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey
Malin
Dean
Aikman.
Morgan's in this? No shit. I didn't know Jeffrey Dean Morgan was in this.
Based on the classic 80s, it's a video game movie featuring apes and monsters destroying cities. Am I allowed to, can I do bags?
You did
I don't
bags
know.
last time? Oh, right, in case the bag's been stolen.
I
Damn.
love this movie. It was a great
Shows
action movie.
disappearing.
5 bags of popcorn.
I loved it too. It's actually interesting. Rampage,
We'll take
this
a
new
break from
Rampage is
moving
actually
around
the
for a while.
6th movie in
Case I
movie
get
history
motion
called
sickness.
Rampage, but none of them are remakes. They're not sequels. There's 6 different filmmakers who decided a Rampage would be a good title for a movie, and they're right.
They're right.
But it gets
Rampage
a
is a
little
good name.
confusing if you own all these movies and you're trying to file them in any sort of system. Among the,
It's a bit of a
among the
problem
6
for the film buffs
Rampages,
out
I
there.
would rank this as the second best of them. I would give it 5 bags of popcorn
Damn,
and
5
maybe
bags.
throw in
You
some
don't
sort
see
of
that very often.
stack of index cards that they could
All
use
right.
to sort
Super
out any
Troopers
confusion.
2, directed by Jay
Nintendo
Chan.
DSi. What's it got in it? Cooking Mama?
Jay Chan.
Yeah. We sit up here with the other
Kenshriz,
consoles.
Ken Chant Kreskinensky. Chan Kren Jane.
It's almost sounds like saying Christian there.
Chan Raz
Christian.
S. Kahar. Starring
Hey everybody,
Motherfucker.
Jesus Christ and Western
Jay
Channel Sonic Prime
Chan
back here
Scott.
once again.
S. Kahar. Rob Lowe. There you
Squahar.
go. Emmanuel Trickricky. When a border dispute arises between
Whoa.
the U.S.
Oh, almost
and
froze up
Canada,
the whole
the
screen.
Super
There you go.
Troopers are tasked with establishing a highway patrol station in the disputed area. This
Okay.
was a Super Troopers movie
It
based
was a
on
Super
the original Super Troop.
I love when he fucking said, this is a Super Troopers movie, this is a Rampage movie. Is it?
Troopers.
Is it really? I have no
And,
fucking idea.
Good movie. 5 bags of popcorn based on Super Troopers.
Based on Super
I
Troopers.
think good movie is kind of underselling it. I think it was a
Bit
great
flippant.
movie, and I think that seeing the gang back after this many years, this has to set a record for the longest time between an original movie and its sequel.
me.
Was it really?
15 years it's been since the first
15
Super
years?
Troopers.
The
I think
fuck?
they missed an opportunity here
Damn, bro.
to call this
good, bud?
movie
You good, bud,
Super Troopers rather than Super Troopers 2, Super Troopers, which I think would have been funny. But, you know, I don't need to tell them their job. There's plenty of good jokes and a
Fucking
lot of fun
great.
in this movie, and I would give it 5 bags of popcorn
Ugh.
and maybe throw
popcorn.
in
Oh
a
shit.
little, like a siren that you would find on the top of
Oh shit, what the fuck went on with?
highway patrol car.
Okay.
That was fucking
Alright.
terrifying.
Did you have anything else you wanted to show on this
Whoa,
episode?
Jesus Christ,
I
almighty,
was
this
gonna
is
do a
chaos.
popcorn classic.
He's gonna do a popcorn classic. There you go.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
God.
ahead.
Oh!
Go show the popcorn classic.
Yeah. There we go.
This is called The Life of David Gale, and
The Life
it
of
is
David Gale,
directed by
everybody.
Alan Parker, who did Fame, which is one of my favorite movies, and it stars Kate
What the
Winslet and the
fuck
great
is
Kevin
going on?
Spacey. It's
Just him shoving his face into the
thriller,
camera.
kind of a conspiracy movie about a professor who's accused of a murder, and it's up to you as the viewer to figure out whether or not he actually did the murder. So
Good idea, yeah.
It keeps you on the edge of your seat. Very provocative film, and it's a true popcorn
Premium
classic.
analysis
It
time.
was 2 hours and 11 minutes.
When
from
Tim loses about it.
Media, Universal,
the
and
camera's
Saturn
fine now.
Films, and it was rated
I think.
R.
Oh, God.
So do see The Life of David Gale.
All right. And
Oh, it's like pure tell with the words in there.
next week we'll be back with more on cinema. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Tim.
Excuse me. I gotta get.
Excuse
I
me.
can't. I gotta lay down. I can't be here right now.
I can't be here.
Need some water.
There he goes. Out of the studio building. Max, how we doing, buddy? What's Greg gonna do? Bye, Greg. There he goes. What about Max? You gotta go? Yep, there he goes. Not even a goodbye or nothing, he just left. Can I get your VR technology there, buddy? Cool. You just look very happy about it, like, get a grip. Chain the camera because he's got fucking bumped. Has he turned them off? Oh, he's turned them off. I see. Get rid of that. Hey. No! There we go. Okay. Moving swiftly on once again. It's a single movie review here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last of the VR offerings, sadly. They don't do this for the entire series of Season X, but it is the most significant part of the whole series. The whole season is the VR tech. This is the last episode we have here, offering such a thing. Here we go. I can't go on like this. The Delgados have me in a death grip. No one cares for minor local actor Mark Procor, who will easily recover from his tiny... whatever. Okay, it's a single movie review today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a film called Traffic. With people in it who I don't recognise. A Dion Taylor film. No idea. Never heard of it. Yeah, so let's just get into the review. The movie, singular. Wow.
Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective.
We're thinking beyond movies. It's dramatic.
Imagine being
Camera movement we can do
germ-free.
here.
It's Rio. All right, everybody, welcome.
With Rio. Yeah, we've cut that out. No more Rio. Where's the X?
To, I don't know, Tim Heidecker's. I can't show this. Tim Heidecker's movie review show.
Oh yeah, it's not. This isn't on
which,
cinema
we-
anymore.
I didn't get to tell you we can't use the branding of the show anymore.
Yeah, this whole show's falling apart for this season as the Delgados slowly eat away at Tim Heidecker's legacy, the Rats.
Thanks to the Delgados
Oh,
and
Greg.
their
Hey guys.
lychee lawyers are draining me of everything, and I
We
don't.
could call it our cinema.
No, we can't. That's under.
Well,
that
our
falls
cinema's
under the
been taken
umbrella
as
of
well, hasn't it?
The
Yeah.
corporate structure.
God
I've set
damn
up.
it.
They can't use our cinema. You can't use on cinema. And this is basically.
This is it, man.
This VR is going to be going. We have to thank you, by the way. Max has
Thanks,
done an
Max.
awesome job setting this up.
Good job
It's
for
been so
you.
much
Good
fun
job, brother.
doing this VR, and everyone loves it. And,
I love
and
it.
it is the future. But you know, we had to send the units back because the Delgados were trying to grab those, and
Jesus
these
Christ,
are through
man.
a different.
The Delgados
plan,
are
so we're
fucking
gonna,
predatory
We're gonna
bastards.
use these cameras today.
It's wild.
And immediately Max and I are going to go back and
Oh,
send
yeah,
them
that's
back,
why, yeah, the
get
VR
them back and get
gets
the money back there,
fucking
and they can't
taken,
touch, so they can't
basically.
get their hands on these.
They have no
And
choice but to take the VR away, which
Anyways,
is
let's
a
hear it from
tragedy. though.
Max, who's really been. Come on over.
Come on,
let's
Max.
come over and just talk about the experience from your point of view, if you want.
Very exciting. I can't wait to
Wherever
hear
you- I
about
don't know, you
Max's
could-
VR
honestly, you can stand
expertise.
anywhere. It's probably better if you stand over there by Greg,
Why?
Stand over there.
or just kick yourself in the middle here.
Is it a where's it going to go?
It's been a treat having
There
you
we go.
around.
There he is.
But, you know.
Really
He's
appreciate
become
it,
the
though.
X.
It's been a great time.
Yeah. So thanks for all your work on this program.
Thank you,
and,
Max.
making the VR
Oh,
reality.
you looked at Greg for a
And
handshake.
That's the
That's so
whole.
sad.
That's the deal. So, take a seat and clear out
Thanks,
the rest of the
Max.
day with you. And I'm just so
I
I'm
love
so
Max,
sick of
VR
this. I'm
expert,
sick
technology
of,
expert from
I'm-
Best Buy.
like I apologized last week. I wasn't feeling well.
No,
I went to the doctor. I
your
got
eyes look a lot better.
some antibiotics. I apparently, I don't know what was going on, but I
I do.
did
I do.
not.
What's it
not,
like to be in the
uh,
movie business, Max?
You know, there's some.
What's it like to be the technology
don't have
expert
to
on
get
the
into
movie
it, but
studio? In the
don't
studio
bother
setting?
with the Rheogenesis stuff because it's.
Wash your hands. I
and
think.
wash
would
your
be-
hands.
yeah.
No, you're
Wash
right
your
on
hands,
that.
Yeah,
And,
you're right on that, Greg.
You're going to the bathroom and not washing your hands. and
I'm
then
not saying that was what was going on, but
It's common sense.
the message to Bruce and Catherine Delgado is, I'm done. Okay,
Damn.
I'm done. I don't know what's. We're
Tim's
gonna
legacy's
finish
get
out this
fucking
season
destroyed right
the
now.
best
no?
we can,
Uh-huh, and it's over.
that'll be it. And
Yeah, it's
I
over.
don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have zero left, and I'm not
Damn.
just. I mean, my tolerance
It's
for
just
this
heavy,
is
man.
gone. My energy for this is gone. My financial, I'm absolutely tapped out. There's
It's just
nothing
so
left.
sad,
I can't
man.
take anything. If you want something, you're gonna have to take my fossil off my wrist.
What?
At least you're not
Oh,
in jail.
Is that the name of? Is that a brand name for a watch?
I'm not in jail. That's something I'm grateful for. But
All right.
if you want this, I'm not going to give it to you. So you're going to have to rip it off, like
was a nice
Charlton
watch.
Heston said. You're going to have to rip it out of my cold, dead hands. But I'm done.
I'm done.
You win. And I'm.
Tim's been defeated, man.
Let's
This
get
is so
into
sad.
movies. You have anything to add?
I just think that if we'd started the season the right way, which was just to
I love how Greg has like these two
do it in the movie
like
movie
looping
theater like
over
we used to do,
hairs
Don't
on
get
a lot
his
of these
eyebrows
problems
here.
could have been averted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any messages for Tim Burton yet you want to make or anything?
Please.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to
There
hear
is
back
little
from
curl,
him.
little
Right.
curl there, little
'Cause
curl
we're
here.
gonna have him,
this quick.
Eyebrows
we're gonna
go
have him on
fucking
the
nuts.
show, but
not-
I wouldn't want to have him on the show the way the show is this week. That would be not. That would be kind of an embarrassment.
Okay.
All right.
Director.
Come on, this is good
by
technology.
Dean Taylor. And this is what's sad is I love doing this.
I love
you know?
doing this too,
And
Tim.
people get a kick out of finding out what movies to watch. I mean,
Well, they rely
too.
on it.
They
It's
rely
not just a
on it.
kick.
I rely
and
on
what's
it.
Greg gonna do?
What's
I'm gonna
Greg
do
gonna
our
do?
cinema, which is something I've been working on for years.
You
anyway,
can.
So it's going to be very similar, except
Love how Greg just refuses to believe that his stuff, because he never signed anything, is not his anymore. Like, he just thinks because our cinema is his, even though it's part of the On Cinema umbrella, that it's not going to be affected. So funny.
more movie focused, and we'll review 4 movies per episode.
Four
Well, they don't
movies
have
per
4
episode.
movies a week. Good luck with that.
luck with
Directed
that.
by
Well,
Traffic.
they do if you do popcorn classics, or if you look at older movies.
Did you bring a popcorn classic today?
I've got quite a few of them over there, but you said I couldn't
Where's
do one,
there?
so
There it is.
You can do
You
it
might
if you want.
look
I
at
don't
it.
care. Here,
Oh.
I'll get one for you.
Oh,
Pick
Tim.
one, pick
Good on
one
you.
out.
Max
Here you go,
picked the
Training
Popcorn
Day.
Classic. Thank you, Max.
I just. I
And
don't
Max from Best Buy
Yeah, this is a-
Popcorn
this is a
Classic
good one.
special. It's exciting. There we go. Okay. Now a Popcorn
this is
Classic
actually
before
an
the
interesting
review.
edition of
How
Training Day
exciting.
in that it has an alternate ending. So you watch the whole thing, you're
Hey,
satisfied or
Bond. Any
dissatisfied
Bond heads
with
there?
the
Look at
ending,
the shirt.
and then
I don't know
you
what I mean.
Continue
what am I
on,
gonna
and you
get
get a
back?
second ending.
What am I gonna like? Start shopping resumes around?
I don't think you should shop
for-
your resume around.
I'm asking like.
What is he going to do?
I mean, I'm out of shots. I took all my shots. I'm out of shots. I got no more bullets left in the chamber. I'm done. So I
shots.
I don't know where you go from here.
God,
They've
Tim
taken
is
everything.
so defeated
And they're
now.
taking they've taken
Usually Tim fights
my
back, but
creativity,
it's
taking my
over.
art.
Tim's been defeated.
And
Well, I mean,
it's what for
what
what?
else can
What are
you
you
do?
gonna do? Is that
Killed
gonna
their
bring
son,
his son
essentially.
back?
They're going
No,
to bring his son back?
it's not bringing him back.
No, he's
yeah,
dead.
but you didn't go to jail, which is what they felt you should have, and which is a lot of.
Well,
lot
I'm
of
gonna
people
have to
felt
go to
that
jail
way,
if I
so-
Greg, don't
Listen,
justify
I
the
mean,
Delgado's behavior.
can't
It's
afford to turn the
scumbag
lights on.
behavior. Can't
I mean,
turn the
I don't
lights
have.
on.
I literally don't. I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight.
Damn, man.
You know,
I do know.
they've frozen the accounts, the credit. I can't do a credit card. I can't get a debit card.
God almighty, man. It's
It's
over.
really pathetic what they're doing, and that they shouldn't be allowed to do it.
It's illegal. It is illegal.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
Tim's a lawyer. I don't know what I'm going to do.
There you go. You can do the show.
Where you
I don't
going?
give a shit. Have fun.
Bye, Tim. Well, Tim's thrown in a towel, man. This is terrible. Well, welcome back to our cinema, everybody, with Greg
Traffic,
Turkington.
directed by Deon Taylor, starring Paula Patton, Missy Pyle, William.
You'd think
Figment,
Greg
a
would be
couple
more
off a
affected by
romantic
this because he
weekend in the
needs on
mountains
cinema. He
are
feels like he
accosted
can
by
live
a
without it,
bike
apparently.
gang. Alone in the mountains, Brea and John
But he's quite chill
must
about
defend
this.
themselves against a gang who will stop at nothing to protect their secrets.
Okay.
This is kind of, I guess you'd say, a modern twist on the old Easy Rider. But in Easy Rider, the motorcycle
Oh,
gang
shit.
were
Drive
heroes.
myself. All right, let's
And
go.
in this,
Take
they're
your cameras.
monsters, and
We're
they,
done. We're done.
it's kind of
What about the rest of the
a
show?
horror movie in a sense.
Just
in that
dismantling the
the
fucking
bikers
show.
are terrorizing this
Whoa!
couple.
Whoa!
I thought it was really scary. I don't know why they
Oh my
misspelled
fucking
traffic
God,
in
this
the
is so
title.
crazy.
I guess that's
Why?
maybe
Just
they
flying
separated
around the
from a
fucking
different
place.
movie that was already called Traffic with a C.
Tim
But
fucking
I'm gonna
thick
give it
ass there.
5 bags of popcorn and maybe a little thing of mace in
At
case
least
you want to
Tim's willing to
spray.
wait.
If you get attacked by
You need to
bikers,
take
you
that
could
or
use
can we
that to
keep
ward
that?
them off.
Oh no, it's okay.
Just
Look at this fucking perspective is so
take that
fucking
and finish
ridiculous.
up and we'll see you outside. You want to do the thing where you
well,
go to the
Did you
VFA?
disconnect the cameras?
No, yours is still running. Just if you want to go to the one with the, if you want to go to the,
At least Tim's letting him do his thing.
do your VFA report on location. You could do that if you want.
You can do that if you want.
I just got to get out of here.
I'm just gonna get out of here.
Hey guys, Greg
Hey,
Turkington
guys.
with On Cinema at the cinema.
Now, here we are. We're in VR. Greg Turkington's very own home. This looks great.
VFA.
Let's see what kind
updates.
of. Let's just see what kind of crazy movie memorabilia that Greg Turkington has in his own
This is a
home.
new segment where
So
we
look, we're in the
keep the
VFA,
viewers
everybody.
informed about
Greg's
the current
very own
status
hand and
of
his
the
long ass
VFA.
nails.
The good news
The
is
pop
we have
light.
secured regular funding.
Look at that
for
shit.
the VFA,
Ant-Man.
so that the rent is
Oh,
paid,
God.
And we've got
Whoa,
money
look,
for
someone's
more
sleeping,
acquisitions.
it looks like.
I can
Don't know what the fuck on of that shit is, but that's great. What else we got? Movie memorabilia wise. Got a Twilight shirt there, don't know who that is. Little Target bag, a big old box of VHS tapes. It's great. Oh. Greg's a Twilight head. Oh, look.
show you some of the recent acquisitions that I got just in the last couple days. Some replacing movies that
Does Greg think that no one would fucking see this?
used to be in the VFA that were destroyed.
Jesus
And some are
fucking
movies that we've never had
Christ
as part of
almighty.
the VFA in the past that are now part of
Mark
the
Coach,
collection.
everybody.
We've got a situation coming up soon, partnering with
There he is.
two local
There he
universities to do screenings of
Oh,
VFA
my
popcorn
fucking
classics
God
on
almighty.
the campus of these universities.
Oh, look, the Three Stooges are there too. This is great.
We're talking to one about a possible Humphrey Bogart festival,
Oh
and
my
another
fucking
about
God.
a mixed festival, just different
Great.
movies, gems from the
Gems
VFA.
from the VFA.
So that's all happening as well.
So
We
exciting.
continue to need further donations
Why
from
is
all
he
of you.
here? Why
if
is
you've
he
got
here?
movies that
Why
you
has he
want
been
to
entrusted
acquire
with
on
Greg
our
Parkington?
behalf, please do so and get them to us as soon as possible.
Why?
So
Look
that
at
we
the
can
fucking popcorn on his bed.
properly
He's
catalog
got
them
popcorn all
and
over
get
his
them
bed.
into the system. The system will be available
Why does
online
Greg live
so
like
you
this,
can go
man?
through the archives, not to watch the movies, but just to see the titles, the cast,
Fucking
and the
hell.
codes. That's all going to be online within the
Fucking
next couple of months. Anyway,
so fucked
VFA is
up.
thriving, and
Fucking, I hope that's
without
not
Tim
piss. I
Heidecker's
really hope
involvement,
that's not
that's probably a
piss.
good thing. Back to you, Tim.
Mark Proksch's famous piss. Oh,
So, yeah, we'll be back next week.
I don't know. Why does he sound so concerned? Is it because he realised what he's just done and what people have seen? Probably. Probably, yeah. He just realised, oh yeah, I forgot how VR works. Wait. We do it again.
Next week.
Oh, look, here we go. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Oh, he's gone. Oh damn, it's over. In the black void, the Adult Swim void. Oh. Oh god, where are we? Get off of me! It's done. You completely missed it! Yeah, baby. I'm so glad we got someone who just recently discovered fucking Mark Proksch being fucking babied by Greg Turkington. Yes. Yes, Peter Martin, I'm afraid that you just witnessed that. I'm afraid that that is the truth. Jesus, man. Right, I'm going to quickly go to the WC before we continue. With another episode of Season X. Oops, that's one that we've watched already. We're back. No more VR, sadly. But we're diving back in with some more on cinema and movie expertise with a review. ladies and gentlemen, of, in my opinion, the best movie of the Marvel Cinematic fucking universe, ladies and gentlemen. It is Avengers fucking Infinity War. Yeah, baby. Good film. The best that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has to offer. Basically should have been called Thanos Infinity War because it's basically just Thanos' film. But, alas, it wasn't. And it's called Avengers Infinity War. Fucking, I actually watched that a couple of days ago again. Rewatched it. It still holds up. Fucking, oh man, it just kicks ass. Such a unique... It's not a classic three arc story thread. It's like everyone's separated and they're got their own things and they're slowly coming together. It's so cool. It's a great film. Anyway, before we continue, I'm going to quickly jump to the WC. Oh, fuck off. Create perspective, god damn it. I'll put on some tunage and then we'll return momentarily. Don't go anywhere. We got more movie expertise to go, so if you leave, you're going to miss out on the movie expertise. Don't want to do that now, do we? That would be foolhardy. Okay. Tunes. Play it. Okay, BRB, everybody. Whoa, that's a bit fucking... Is it going to be a good vibe? 1987? I don't want to listen to this. Let's just listen to some good old-fashioned... Here's one for you. Bit of Prism Core Virtual Enterprises, everybody. I'm going to make you think that you're in a fucking software from the 1990s. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll return momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. BRB, yes sir, buddy. Hey guys. Okay. Let's continue the film expertise, ladies and gentlemen. How exciting. I better go on my other Infinity Gauntlet for this, my Nano Gauntlet even. For the review. Avengers Infinity War, everybody. Technically, this is from Endgame, but you know. Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go. Rio Genesis
The following
germs again.
program has been made possible by the Delgado Fund.
The Delgado Fund? Who are these fucking schmucks?
Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective.
We're thinking beyond movies.
Where's cinema headed?
Where's cinema headed? Oh,
Let's find out.
let's find out. The Delgado Fund.
It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker. Hey everybody, welcome to On Cinema at the Cinema. My name is Tim
you
Heidecker,
go.
and we are back
We're
to
back.
review movies and provide expertise and have a lot of fun doing it at the same
Have
time.
a lot of fun doing it.
excited
On
to be
Cinema's
back.
still here.
I'm going to explain what's going on in a
so
moment.
glad to
First,
hear
let me
it.
introduce our two guests today. We have with
Love
us one of my oldest and good best friends.
Friend of the On Cinema
Joe
family,
Estevez
Joe
from
Estevez,
Movie
everybody.
and TV. Joe Estevez, Colonel Jack Dave. I mean,
President Jason Davidson, everybody.
Jason Davidson from Decker.
Yeah, nice to be back.
And also with me
Nice to be
is
back.
Greg
We always love
Turkington
Joe
from
Estevez
the
on the
National
scene.
Film
Hey, guys.
Archive and an expert of movies.
Oh,
and
look at that
Master
little
Codebreaker
I love
in
when
the Decker
Master
series.
Codebreaker
Patch
as
people.
well.
Yeah, worked with Joe on the Decker series quite a bit.
Did
I
you?
don't even know where to begin with this. I should just begin at the beginning.
I love that tie and shirt match. That's great.
First of all, I'm wearing this. Okay, that says a
Yeah,
lot,
no,
right? 'Cause
God, yeah,
last
that was
week
he made the point last week
were
with the
kind
the
of
watch, you know, the
in a lot
fossil.
of ways standing at the precipice of the end, sort of this black hole that I was about to fall into. And
Jesus
the end
Christ.
of last week, the taping of last week, and Joe, you know the story, so bear with me.
Okay.
I left here with Max. We drove
Why
down
is he
to
holding
Best
that fucking
Buy.
hat?
We returned the VR stuff, got the money back, got about $400 back.
Not bad. $400.
Went and had a meal
I think you got fucked for that, man.
because I was very hungry. Hadn't eaten all day, and you could tell my blood levels, my blood sugar was low.
Is that what that was? Should have had some more real Genesis
And I
technology.
drove out onto the 6th Street Bridge, which
Oh.
everybody here knows in LA.
The 6th Street
Bridge
Bridge.
that goes over the
It's in a
Los
lot of
Angeles-
movies.
Yes,
In
it's
a lot of movies.
movies. And I pulled over, I got out of the car,
Mm.
and I stepped up, and I
Hasn't he done this before?
really was there at that place where I thought, this is
Ready.
it. I mean,
Damn.
I'm tapped out. I said it last week. I am tapped out.
Remember?
Called Joe. He didn't pick up.
Fucking Joe.
Stood there for about 40
damn it.
minutes. Couldn't believe I was at this place where I was really going to do it. And what was keeping me from doing it?
What was?
And, you know, I kept moving forward, stepping back. It was very difficult. And then
Anyway.
I realized, I said, I got one card to play.
Oh, damn. Go
Because
on.
I knew
It's
something.
exciting.
I had some information that the Delgados were working on this case with none other than Mark Dwyer,
Mark
who
fucking
I briefly
Dwyer,
worked
the
with on my
scumbag.
defense.
How could he
Mark and I have-
possibly
have
do this?
issues, and we
Dwyer
are
the
not always seeing eye
rat.
to eye on everything, but I decided to throw all my chips in. I called Mark. I said, Mark, I'm in big trouble.
Oh, wait, no.
He says, I know.
I know.
I said, Mark, I'm standing here at the 6th Street Bridge. I'm ready to jump.
Is Mark
Now,
Dwyer going
what
to save
good
the
does
day?
that do to you and the Delgados? I said,
Oh, no, I mean,
Dwyer,
he was working with
the
the
Delgados are
Scum.
sitting on a gold mine. They have Dakar. They have DKR. They have Decker. They have
They have the
other
On Cinema
properties.
universe,
They've got
man.
On Cinema at the cinema. They have OCX.
Oh,
And
CX,
it's
the
not
different
generating
thing.
a dime for them, especially if I'm down at the bottom of the LA River.
The car never generated money for anyone.
Watch it.
Watch it. Watch it. Enough. Don't start your shit.
I said, Mark, I'm giving you an hour to figure this out, or I'm jumping. Either you
think you just
make
threatened Mark
a deal
Dwyer with
with the
suicide there.
Delgados that lets me earn for them and do this show the right way so that it can make money
Make
and
money?
I can do what I do best, which is hosting this show the right way,
He did this shit with his hand.
or I jump. I said, Mark, call me back in an hour.
See what
Call
you want
back
about
at
Tim
9
Heidecker,
o'clock.
but he's a sleuth, man,
He
when it
says,
comes
"I'll
to
make some
business.
calls. Let me talk
That's
to
a
the
great idea.
Delgados."
He's going to lose all his stuff, but why just give it to the Delgados and he can be there?
8:45,
Damn.
nothing.
Shit.
8:50, no call.
Damn. When did he phone?
8:56,
Damn. 4
phone
minutes before
rings.
the jump.
and it's Mark Dwyer.
Mark Dwyer.
And he says, you must have an angel looking out for you. And I got chills. I said,
Ha!
what's going on? What's the deal?
What's
He
the deal?
says, they're going to give you 30 days to do what you do. And they're going to be watching,
Wow.
right?
Right.
I said,
This is intense,
you
man.
saved my life, Mark. I'm going to make the best show possible.
Fuck
We're
yeah,
gonna
Tim.
do what we do
Back
best.
on top. We're going to be the
have
best
guests like
on
Joe
cinema episode
Estevez
yet.
here. Thank you, Joe, for doing
Thank
the
you,
show.
Joe.
Appreciate it.
We're going to have experts like Greg Turkington here on the show.
Hey,
and
guys.
we are going to talk about movies. And we're going to give
Movies!
expert advice
Yes.
about what to see, what not
Let's
to
make
see.
movies great
Right?
again. Let's make movies great
What's going on
again.
with that? What are you holding over there?
Yeah, Greg gave me this. You know, it's like the movie titles. You know, the general's
Get rid
daughter.
of it.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. I don't
Get rid
want-
of it.
I don't
Get
want
rid
on
of
the set. Get rid of it. Come on. we're
This
not doing
fucking
hats on the
hat
show,
thing, god
okay?
damn it.
I told you.
Go on, Greg.
We're
Well,
not
he
doing
said-
hats on the show. We're here to talk about
He
movies.
said
Do you
I
want to talk
couldn't
about
wear hats.
movies?
He didn't say Joe couldn't wear hats.
Gotcha.
So, folks,
That's all right. I'm sorry.
this is my last shot.
Potatoes.
And I'm honored to be able to do the show to you today. And I thank the Delgados.
I'm
and
honored
I
to be
thank
watching
Mark
it, Tim.
Dwyer for giving me this shot.
Although the
Okay?
show would
Now,
have been
will
better
you
with VR
guys who've
technology.
been with me through everything, step up to the plate and do what you do best.
Review movies.
Thank you very much. And
Thank you
you
very
are here
much.
to save the day because you know everything. I don't know anybody that knows more about movies than him.
Fuck yeah.
No one does.
And this
No
is
one
a movie
does.
star.
No one does.
Well, not
And
star,
that, this
but yeah.
guy's
There's a
been in
star.
how many movies?
How
300
humble.
movies.
About 300. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And TV star too.
Let's review movies.
Let's review
All
some
right, let's
fucking
review
movies, ladies
movies.
and gentlemen. Hell
Let's
yeah.
do 3 per episode and show the Delgados that we really have something here.
Right, chill
Well,
out.
there's one movie today, unfortunately. The Avengers, starring starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Chris Hemsworth,
Chris
Bronze,
Hemsworth.
Joel,
Rah.
Josh Brolin.
Holy fuck.
The
Son
Avengers
of-
in this.
son
I'm
of
gonna.
James Brolin.
That's right. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Is that right?
The Avengers and their
Didn't know that.
allies must be willing to sacrifice. Sound familiar?
Nah, dude, that
all
sounds like
in
this
an
show.
attempt to defeat the powerful Thanos. Before his blitz of
Thanos.
devastation and ruin.
Fuck yeah.
And ruin puts an end to the universe.
Great fucking
So
film.
this is. I love these movies.
I love these. I love
the
this
Marvel
film, man.
movies with the
Yeah,
superheroes,
Ant-Man.
Superman,
Ant-Man.
and I love this movie. I think it's one of the best movies of the summer. Will be one of the best movies of the year.
I was there for the
And we
midnight
are so
release of this
excited to watch The
motherfucker way back in
Avengers starring,
2018.
Chris Pratt, and this is a great movie, don't you think, Greg?
This is a great
5
movie.
bags of popcorn for
Greg's
me,
Tim's really
and check out the
check out the Avengers.
I loved it, but I've-
Tim's really trying his hardest to put on his movie expert. Check out the Avengers. This is a great movie, Greg. You
always
know,
been
fuck
a
off.
little bit. I
Ridiculous.
don't know. I think it was a mistake for Marvel to call it the Avengers when there was already another series called the Avengers with Uma Thurman.
Oh, of
And
course.
this sort of thing. You can't just take.
It's quite interesting because if you didn't know this, here in the United Kingdom, the first Avengers film that came out, they had to call it the Avengers Assemble because here in the UK, that event Uma Thurman thing that Greg's talking about is like a really long-standing spy show called The Avengers that was really famous here in the UK. So to avoid copyright infringement, they had to call it the Avengers Assemble here. It's very interesting.
Somebody else's name, and I think it's confusing.
In case you ever
to
wondered
moviegoers.
why.
But whatever the reason for walking into the theater, whether it's because they want to see a continuation of the 1998 Avengers with Uma Thurman,
Or
or
not.
because they want to see a superhero movie,
Probably,
they're going to
yeah.
leave happy.
Yeah.
This is one of the best.
We're going to leave
action,
happy even if they thought it was
adventure,
the UK
superhero movies
Avengers.
of all time. It's
As-
not Ant-Man, but it's damn close, and I'm going to give it 5
Damn
bags
close.
of
I
popcorn.
mean, Ant-Man's in it.
Along with maybe an Ant-Man DVD
Obviously,
that
yeah,
I
to watch
would
it.
collect some residuals on.
Joe, do you have any thoughts on the Ant-Man movie?
We didn't see
Well,
it.
the Ant-Man movie.
The Infinity War?
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for that. Right, Joe, you just ruined the whole show there.
Joe, do you like
You see the panic
these
in
kind of
Tim's
movies
face?
in general, the superhero movies?
Well, you know, I'm a little late to the table on that. You know, I think
You know?
the audience today now they you know the plot line doesn't count as much as the wrecked cars, but you know,
That's a good
So
point.
you don't like the Fast and the Furious?
The plot doesn't count as much as the red as car. Yeah, some Marvel films, yeah, like crossover films specifically. Infinity War had a really good story, but film like No Way Home, more red cars than plot. Deadpool Wolverine, more red cars than plot. Good films, but yeah, I agree. I agree.
Series, I bet.
well, you know, I tell you, it's right myself. I kind of do.
All right.
You know?
All right, all right.
Getting
Well, there's
good
good
stuff
acting
here.
in that too,
Yeah,
but
Good stuff.
that's a
Great
good
acting.
thing where it's all
Tim's
there. You
panicking
got the
inside,
cars,
man.
you got the acting, you got the writing,
Yeah.
you got some CGI.
right.
not
You
a
can
lot of
see
it,
it's
but
like,
some.
oh god, what we're
Yep.
gonna do, we're gonna do, we're gonna do.
And that's a great series.
It's over. It's
And
over.
the Fate of the Furious with Scott Eastwood we talked about a couple episodes back if you
Yep.
were watching.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's
Great.
all we have time for. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you, Tim.
watching. And
We were going to do one of my segments that I had prepared for this episode.
yes, go ahead.
Yes.
On Cinema on Location. I think
Hey,
you guys are gonna
here we
like this
go.
one.
Been a while. Hollywood, California. Every street has a story, and these are but just a few. On Cinema, on Location. Where are we today, Greg Torkington?
Hey guys, Greg Turkington with On Cinema at
Woo.
the Cinema. We are at the filming location of the movie Father of the Bride.
Father of the
a
Bride.
Popcorn classic starring Steve Martin. This is the very
There he is.
supermarket where the famous hot dog bun scene takes place, where Steve Martin
Is that a famous
asks the
scene?
manager quite
Oh
irately
yeah, the famous scene.
why
Yeah.
he
There's
has
more
to buy
buns than there are
a package
hot
of
dogs.
12
yeah,
hot
yeah,
dog
yeah,
buns
yeah.
when hot dogs are sold in packs of 8.
Ah, it's
This is where
ridiculous,
it was
isn't it?
filmed. Let's go inside.
They're the hot dog buns
Well,
from
it
the
looks
famous
like
film.
The movie made a difference because you can see here these hot dog buns are now sold in packages
No way!
of 8.
The film made a difference.
So if the movie were made
Part of
today,
the braid, man, it's so powerful.
Steve would have very little to complain about because
would.
indeed they do now sell the hot
$2.50?
dogs in packages of 8.
That is a
Back
lot of
to you,
buns to
Tim.
be fair. Back to you, Tim. That was great. Good segment. Tim, what the fuck? Was he tweaking back there? Oh
Yes.
god, that was
Thank you
terrifying.
for that. Interesting.
What was
yeah.
that all about?
We'll be back next week.
That was
and
really scary.
Thanks so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
God,
interesting stuff. Thanks for coming on the show.
bastards.
All right.
I'll be back.
I thought that was good.
It was good, it was good, yeah.
Yeah. Should have done more movies, though.
More of these
Yeah, you should see some of these movies.
That's saved.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it saved the show, saved on cinema.
Good to see you guys back. Get that chemistry going.
Good chemistry going.
Delgados.
Delgados. Even Joe knows that these guys are fucking scum. Okay, 3 more offerings for the night, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up and we move on next week to... Now, can we watch this? You're shitting me. Ah, God damn it, I thought we were going to be able to watch Mr. America at some point. We'll have to find a way. We'll find a way, hopefully. Okay, anyway. Episode 8, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Life of the Party, a Ben Falcone film with Melissa McCarthy. She's funny, I guess. Never heard of it, don't know anything about it. And that's funny. Breaking In, a Josh McTeguy film, which I've never heard of either. We got Popcorn Classics all going. Here we go, let's dive right in. Episode 8, ladies and gentlemen. Delgado Media Hold. Yeah, like I said, this series slowly gets overtaken in the wave that is Delgado. Now we've got Delgado Media Holdings on cinema. It's crazy.
Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective.
We're thinking beyond movies.
Where's cinema headed? Let's find out. It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host,
Tim Heidecker.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tim Heidecker, and this is On Cinema at the Cinema. Thank you for joining us as we talk about the new movies coming to theaters near you, give you the inside scoop on what to see and what to not see.
It's like an opening from season 1 or something.
I'm with my guest is Greg Turkington.
Co-host Greg Turkington. Hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
Good to see you and good to be back.
Oh, yeah, Greg's the co-host now.
Yeah.
You notice that the Delgados really like Greg. I wonder why.
Yet another exciting episode of movie expertise provided the way you like it, honestly.
Honestly.
Yes, and let's just get a lot of news coming, a lot of news happening with the show. Last week was a big success.
Better tidy myself up before I wrap up the stream.
Are
I've got
we
shit
proved
everywhere.
that this show was sort of essential, I think, to...
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hello, Dono? Whoa! God damn! The €5 donation from somebody. Don't know why the names are not working. It's really annoying, but if there was maybe a name there, I apologise. But whoever sent a cheeky donation there, thank you so very much. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's great. Means a lot. Sincerely appreciated, brother. Thank you so very, very much. That was so cute. Got a little surprise there. Hey, guys. Thank you. Thank you sincerely. Thanks.
To the public and has the potential to be something really powerful and really strong.
Which it has been, but it's just getting better.
And well, you can take over if you want to explain what's going on.
Well, this is strange. I got a call. You know about it, but I got a call out of the blue after the last episode from Mark Dwyer, your old attorney. And
there he is,
he
Mark Dwyer,
wanted to talk to me about kind of an interesting proposal. He put me on speakerphone with Bruce Delgado, and the two of them said that the Delgados want this show to continue. They see it as a possible revenue stream for them. They've set up a company called Delgado
Media Holdings.
Yes.
Delgado
DMH,
Media Holdings.
And they needed somebody to kind of supervise and produce the show and make sure that the quality is still
Which
there.
is something
and
that I've been doing, by the way, with the show.
We know
for
them.
right,
about
but they have some
10 years
they have
now,
some
so-
issues
10 years,
with you,
yeah. So,
Well,
you know, because of what happened.
I mean, it's, okay.
Tim
It's
is just like Tim's brain is
yeah, no, I
cracking.
know.
responsible for
I-
their son's death. So
Okay.
they
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I mean,
I bet
I can't do any. I can't say anything right.
Tim can't even
And
say it
I'm
about
not
it
allowed
anymore.
to, so go
He's
ahead.
not allowed to.
Well, I think the offer that they made
Tim
to me
is
is very generous
bursting
as
at
far
the
as you're
seams.
concerned, which is that
They
they
just can't fucking
gonna let you
contain it.
keep doing the show with me. We're going to do it business as usual. They're going to give me a little bit more control in terms of how many movies get reviewed, how many popcorn classics,
Oh,
that sort of
man.
thing, and they don't want
Greg
to hear
is getting his way.
a lot of negativity about them or their son.
Tim's
who,
face.
As I say, they feel that you were responsible for his death. So
Yep.
and
Oh,
so
Tim.
I think this is a good opportunity
Just
to
how
kind
Tim's
of
getting
reboot
beaten down,
this
man.
series and make it more movie-centric, which Delgado's aside is what I think this show has needed for a long, long time. And I think that
Oh
the
yeah,
ratings
Greg's gonna
and
get
the,
his way now.
audience approval will reflect that in a hurry. And so,
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's enough on that.
okay, well,
Yeah,
That's the
it's
story.
gonna,
That's the story.
It's win-win for everybody.
Sure.
Sure.
Win-win
You're-
for
you're-
everybody. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not. Hey, did
Tim,
I
man.
say, oh, you're no longer the host? I
No,
didn't say
you've
anything
made
like
me
that.
a generous offer, and I appreciate it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
creative control's
And
been
you'll be
handed
doing
to
just what
Greg
you always do, and
Tarkington.
you've always been great at it.
It's very
It's just
dangerous.
that we'll have less of some of the extraneous topics. And,
Well, we'll go
Extraneous,
where the
great
show
word.
you know, the
That's.
phony.
I think, but I think you should be clear about
medical
something.
Vitamin junk.
Well, that sponsorship is not happening
it's done
anymore.
now.
Well, yeah,
Let's
you
not
should
worry
Be
about
clear
it.
about
You got
something
very
though.
sick from that
We
stuff.
are going to go where the show goes.
Right. Well, the show's going to go to 3 new movie reviews.
Wow,
Okay.
3
Each
movie
week,
reviews. That's
2
great.
popcorn classics.
And 2 popcorn
One of the
classics.
big changes
God, it's
that I
movie
proposed
packed.
to Bruce Delgado.
I just needed
and
that
again,
for a
he
long
said,
time.
you don't need my approval for this stuff. You've been on this show for years. You know how it best works. I said, I think what we should do is have 2 popcorn classics per episode. I
Yeah,
do one,
buddy.
and Tim does one.
That's what we're doing.
And you know, he said,
We're
I don't know
doing it.
anything about that.
So we're
but
doing
that's
it.
what you want. That sounds good to me. So that's what we're going to do.
Bruce Delgado knows nothing
Very
about
good.
on cinema. He doesn't give
So
a
that's
fuck.
the news.
He's basically just doing this to torture Tim because he knows this is Tim's show, and now he gets to suffer at the hands of Greg Tarkington. I
Greg's
love
in
it.
charge.
Greg's in
The
charge.
what are you, the managing director of Delgado Media Holding Company?
That's right.
You
Congratulations.
motherfucker!
But I'm still,
Congratulations.
we're still co-hosts like we always have been, and that hasn't changed. And I don't think there's any reason for you to feel bad about any of this. It's gonna
Really?
be
Not at
business
all?
as usual, except business is going to be better than usual. So
Well,
this
I
is going to be
mean-
fun.
Well done, Greg.
Yep,
Try to make
well,
Tim feel better.
No
Not
more
exactly the way I want
DKR and DKR and all that. That's one thing where I'm going to
Yeah,
put
just
my
keep
foot down, but
fucking
that's
rubbing
fine.
it in Tim's face.
You done? Can I do my
You
job
done?
now?
Yeah.
God
Life of
almighty.
the Party, directed by Ben Falcon, starring the great Melissa McCarthy, Julie Bowen,
Bowman.
Jill Gilligan
Gil-
Jacobs, Gilligan Jacobs, and Maya Rudolph.
Cool.
Okay. When her husband suddenly dumps her, dedicated housewife Deanna goes back to college, plunging headlong into campus
Oh, God.
experience. Deanna embraces freedom, fun, and
What are
frat
these
boys on
fucking
her own
films like
terms.
fucking
This was a
where are we
Melissa
there
McCarthy
yet and all this
comedy
shit?
vehicle, a very funny one at that, and I think she's again proving herself to be sort of the John Belushi of the female gender in the terms of outrageousness.
But does she sing? Because John Belushi, of course, was with the Blues Brothers, and it started out as kind of a fun thing, and ended up having some hit records too, and a great movie. 2
Fuck yeah,
movies.
great.
I
great.
give it 5 bags of popcorn for Life of the Party.
Cool.
Life of the Party, I
bags?
think.
Never see that
yeah,
very
definitely
often.
5 bags of popcorn.
Wow,
I'm also going to say
Jesus.
that if the Oscars would get with the modern world,
Oscar
and
Pecky
have
really
a-
hasn't
an
even started
award for
saying it
best
yet.
comedy, this would be a shoe-in.
There you go.
If they would get with a modern world and have an award for best all-female cast, this again would be the
Yeah,
movie
shoo-in.
to win. And so it's really incumbent on Oscar to get it together. In terms of awards that I would
Oscar,
give,
you
I would
pick
give
up
it
the-
every
pick
award
up
in
the
the book,
slack,
and that
man.
includes the coveted 5 bags of popcorn.
Very good.
Very good.
Our next movie is Breaking In, directed by James McTeague, starring Gabriel Union, Billy Burke, Richard Cabral. A woman fights to protect her family during a home invasion. Basically,
That's pretty
a
cool.
watch-out story.
A watch out story, whatever the fuck that means.
Be careful what you wish for story. I
What do you
suppose.
mean?
I don't think anyone's wishing.
No
to
one's
have their home
wishing.
broken.
Well, okay.
No one's
yeah.
wishing for that. All right, well, yeah.
Any thoughts on this?
Okay.
When I first saw the title, I said, "Oh, good! Finally a sequel to Breaking Away," which you might remember from 1979, I think. But it's nothing like that. That was a film about a bicyclist, essentially, a teenage bicyclist, and this is kind of a horror film about a home invasion, and it's really quite unpleasant at times. But that's kind of what going to the movies is all about, is experiencing different types of things, and some of them
experiencing
can't be fun.
different types of
That's
things.
no reason
I've never
to
heard
dock
that
the
put so
score, though,
poignantly
because it's
before.
a very well-made movie, and I will give it 5 bags of popcorn.
All right. Thanks again for watching, and we'll be back
Let's
next.
do the popcorn classics.
Okay, we forget. Come on, Tim. Oh, Tim is just like, oh man, this is my fucking future from now on.
We've got 2 of them for you today, and this is one of the changes
2
that you'll start to
popcorn
notice
classics. Let's go.
as the rest of the season progresses. Popcorn Classics, I think, has been of all the cards and letters that I get, and I get a lot of them, this is the issue that people seem to agree on the most, is we need more Popcorn Classics.
Yeah,
not
no,
less.
we're here.
Well, I'll go
Yep, yep,
first.
yep, yep.
This is Popcorn Classic Mystery Men.
Damn, we got Tim Heidecker on the Popcorn Classics. Exciting.
And that's basically a spoof of superhero movies with Hank Azaria and Ben Stiller.
Hank Azaria, really?
And PG-13.
Mo Sizzler.
So it had a little bit of a little bit of cursing in it. It was kind of cool.
That's pretty neat.
What's the running time?
105. Looks like 105 minutes.
It's an hour 45, so it's a good length movie.
Life, yeah.
Yep. And what's yours?
I've got An Eye for an Eye, directed by John Schlesinger, who, of course, you know from Midnight Cowboy,
yeah,
which we've
excellent.
discussed many times
2
on this
Popcorn Classics, man. You
show.
should have kept
It
this up. This is
stars
great
Sally
movie
Field,
expertise.
who's got a couple Oscars
On Cinema's
in her
moving in a
closet,
new, better
and,
direction from
Kiefer
now on.
Sutherland, son of Donald Sutherland. So this is a thriller about the search for justice in an unjust world.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg.
102 minutes. So that would
Even
be
shorter.
an hour and
I'm just worried
42 minutes.
All right. I'm worried that this isn't. This isn't working.
Why? Give it
And
faith.
very well reviewed
Ignored.
movie.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, Tim.
I think it was John Schlesinger's final movie.
Nice and pan there. There we go.
Thanks, and we'll be back next week with more movie reviews.
Thanks, Tim.
3.
3.
I don't think 2 Popcorn Classics makes any sense. It's a
Why?
drag. People don't really care
drag.
about how long a movie is.
Let's let the Delgados decide.
Fuck.
Ah, fuck. It's all of his hands now. Let's let the Delgados decide. Anything that Tim doesn't like, they're going to do, basically, is the future now. Okay. Second last offering for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This one's fucking funny. Okay. Love the new on cinema. Watch on cinema if you want to. There's a nice wee, yep, okay. Okay, we got a review. Fucking dogs speaking like humans. Oh, we love films like that, don't we? Show dogs, everybody. Oh, concert. What the fuck? Oh, on cinema live. That's exciting. And we got a review of Deadpool 2, another Marvel film. Not my favourite, probably the weakest of the Deadpool trilogy at this point. Deadpool 2 was okay. Didn't feel like it needed to exist, to be quite honest. In my opinion, I liked Cable and all that, and Juggernaut was cool, but I don't know. Deadpool could have went on as its own film, and then they could have done Deadpool Wolverine. But, you know, it was decent. Not a bad film by any stretch of the imagination. It was alright, you know, it was okay. But yeah, let's continue on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Delgado Media Holdings presents OCX.
Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective. We're thinking beyond movies.
Imagine being
Where's cinema
germ-free.
headed?
Real
find
Genesis
out.
technology.
It's on cinema at the cinema.
Oh, here we
Your
go.
host, Tim Heidecker.
Yeah, sure.
Lights,
There he is.
camera, action.
Lights,
Welcome
camera,
to another
action.
episode of On Cinema at the Cinema.
Where's your chair?
I'm your host, Tim Heidecker, and I'm joined by film guru, film buff, movie expert, Greg Turkington. Greg?
There he is.
Hey guys,
His own
good to
seat.
be
Hey
here
guys.
on my show On Cinema
Got
at the
popcorn
Cinema,
there and
where I
Popcorn
look at
Classics
the
has been
current
taken
movies
over, man.
and give you the expert advice
It's got
that
a
you
hand
need
and
in order
everything.
to make informed decisions about what you should watch and what you should skip on any given weekend.
Great.
And
The
Greg,
popcorn everywhere.
what do we have to look forward to in the cinemas this week?
Well,
Oh,
there
Tim.
are a couple movies that have come out this week that
So
I
you
think
can just see
should
the
know
powers
about.
being
One of them is
slowly
Deadpool
leached out of
2.
Tim's
Now,
fucking
if you've seen Deadpool,
Tim's influence
you
is
know
being
what this
slowly
one is about.
eroded here.
You know that it is a superhero movie with a lot of action and a lot of heart.
Hey, Sarah Stone, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Season 5 years ago. This is mad. Season X, Sarah, is the fucking best season of On Cinema at the Cinema, in my humble opinion. But welcome. You should have seen the episodes before this, but there's some episodes in this season that are in fucking VR, if you can imagine that. But welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. It's only going to get fucking worse from here, trust me.
It stars Ryan
Oh, look. It's a Mike Nolan show. We love that.
Reynolds, Josh Brolin, and Morena Baccarin. Let me just say, if you loved Deadpool and if you kind of left the theater scratching your head
just
saying,
taking all
what
this
is going
shit
to
in.
happen next with these characters,
I didn't.
now you can find out, as I
really
did.
didn't.
And I found out once, but I'm going to find out
Again,
again this
Deadpool 2 was
weekend
okay.
because I'm going to return and make it Deadpool 2 too. I
What?
love this movie. I will give it 5 bags of popcorn,
Great.
and I'm going to throw in, I guess, maybe a gift certificate to buy the first Deadpool movie on VHS tape if they ever release
VHS
it
tape.
that way.
I'm sure they will release it that way at some point.
Anything else?
Show Dog.
Anything else? Tim's just here, man. Look at his face.
It's directed
Poor
by
guy.
Roger Gosnell, Stanley Tucci, Natasha Lyonne, Will Arnett.
Anything
Max,
else?
a macho,
Oh,
solitary
Tim.
Rottweiler police dog, is
What
ordered
the
to go
fuck
undercover
am I
as a
looking at
crooked
there?
show dog along with his human partner to
I
avert a
hate films like
disaster
this, man.
from happening.
Talking
So
animals
this is a
and
kid's
shit.
film.
I
It's
don't
actually
know.
from the director who made the Scooby-Doo movies, if you've seen those.
James Gunn?
Show dogs, it sounds almost
not
like
fucking
straw
true.
dogs, but of course it's the exact opposite. This is something
talking about
for
James
kids,
Gunn? Can't
something
be.
you can take the whole family to.
What's he fucking
Whether
talking
you're
about?
6 years old or 66 years old, you're going to love this thing. It's animated,
66.
so you will not actually
Tim
see
just knows hands
Natasha
in his
Lyonne.
pockets.
So there goes the eye candy. But
Look at this poor
it's a lot of
motherfucker.
fun. I think I
Just
would
like,
give it
oh,
5 bags of
Why am I here, man? My life
popcorn,
has been
and
slowly
I would
eroded
throw
away.
in a little, like a decorative dog bowl, maybe, with
Oh,
some of
fuck
the
yeah.
characters from the movie around the edge. So as your dogs are eating or lapping up water,
Lapping
they
up
can
water?
enjoy these characters in the privacy of their own home.
Okay.
And how about any popcorn classics? Do
Well-
you have any popcorn classics you can recommend?
Oh my god, he's literally just anything else? Popcorn classic? This poor motherfucker, man. Lights, camera, action, everybody.
I've got 4 of them here actually today.
Oh dear. wait. This is the best bit. Just Tim's face when he hears this.
I've got 4 of them here actually today.
Just looking at the camera. 4 popcorn
The
classics,
first and
ladies and
possibly
gentlemen.
the best of the 4 is Next of Kin, starring
Christ.
Patrick Swayze. You might remember his brother Don Swayze
I don't.
from Decker, the TV show.
Oh, was
that
he
we
in?
did.
Oh, I know. Yes,
Don Swayze
I do
was
know who that
fantastic.
is.
Patrick Swayze, of course,
That's
is
cool.
just as good. This is kind of an unofficial sequel to Dirty Dancing and Roadhouse
Oh,
and all the
God.
Patrick Swayze movies. It's a mob movie set in
The
Chicago,
Delgados
made
are
by the Warner
literally
Brothers.
just
You
making
can always
him
trust those
suffer
guys.
right now, man.
And it is 109 minutes. I do recommend Next of Kin, directed by John Irvin, who also did Raw Deal.
You could cry.
Okay.
Next of Kin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put it
Tim.
on the shelf.
Put it on the shelf, Tim.
And we also have 36 Hours to Die with Treat Williams.
Good
And this
name.
movie is a treat. Treat Williams in a slick and satisfying thriller that you've got to see to believe. This was directed by Yves Simoneau, and it features none other than
My good Tim doesn't even
Carol
get a
O'Connor.
chair anymore.
Great old actor. In one of his final roles as Uncle Jack O'Malley, which is a character you won't soon forget.
It's the most quiet that Tim's ever
Again,
been in
it's
a show. It's just
thriller.
crazy.
There's a very harrowing heart attack scene in this movie.
This is
and
for the
it
Greg
involves an
heads, this
embezzlement.
episode.
And it's
His face.
Canadian made, and it's 95 minutes. So that's just going to be
Greg is in charge. Yeah, Greg's been put in charge after a whole fuck ton of horrible shit that's happened. Tim Heideck was on trial. It was a whole fucking thing. He's committed manslaughter, although he didn't really do it, you know. And now this is Greg's show.
an hour and 35
And that's
minutes.
why Tim looks so
if you have
defeated.
the time, we recommend 36 Hours to Die.
Great.
Let's put that over there.
Put that over there, Tim. Do your
And
job.
then we've got one of my favorites, The Punisher, starring Tom Jane.
Oh
Not so
my
many people
God,
know
The
who he is,
Punisher.
but you all know John Travolta. And if you've seen all the Travolta movies, you may have overlooked this one. This wasn't one of his.
I like how all these like old ass Marvel films have kind of like come back into the limelight after Deadpool and Wolverine, like Blade and Ben Affleck's Daredevil, but no one fucking talks about the Punisher, which is so funny to me.
Bigger movies, but it should have been.
You know how
It's
long
directed
I've been
by
waiting for this?
Jonathan Hensley.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for
it's,
myself
again,
here.
a movie about war, crime, cruelty, and injustice. The 4 pillars of any exciting movie. It is 122 minutes, so that's
Good length.
2 hours and 2 minutes. So do set aside the time. And it is a Marvel movie. So if
Try
you
not to be there
love
right now.
Marvel, if you love Ant-Man,
If you love
you'll
Ant-Man,
want to see
which
this.
Greg's
It's
in.
not one of the more successful Marvel movies, but in
Definitely
a way
isn't.
they're all very successful. And anything with John Travolta is automatically successful in terms of its entertainment value. I give
Well
it,
said.
well, I'm not giving it 5 bags. If it's a popcorn classic, it already got 5 bags of popcorn.
Hence why it's
on
a popcorn
previous
classic.
episode.
I never was
And
on a previous
finally,
episode, but okay.
100 kilos. And that's not the weight of my popcorn classic collection, although I do have quite a few. This stars Glenn Plummer, no relation to Glenn Close, and Dwayne Edwards.
Glenn Plummer, no relation to Glenn Close, just because they're both called Glenn. Okay. Glenn, fuck it, I always struggled to get that out there.
Way, Carlos Carrasco,
Glenn?
Crystal
Fucking hell.
Scales,
There's a
and
proper starter
Tracy
there.
Cheryl Jones.
Oh, from Dust Till
And
Dawn's
CJ
back
Mack,
there. I love
Larry
that
B.
film.
Scott and John Tollsby.
Look at that. I love From Dust Till Dawn. You gotta watch it. Fucking phenomenal film. I hope. Does that say? I hope that's not a 2 there. If that's a 2, I'm fucking disgusted by that.
Directed by Rod
They never
Scott.
made a sequel to that
this
film,
is
did
kind
they?
of a
No way.
story about some drug
No
dealers,
way
and they
they
get
did.
into some nasty business, and of course there is some bloodshed, as you would expect in a
Uh-huh.
movie that deals with the drug trade,
Of course.
cocaine, crack. But it's
Yeah, yeah,
revealed
both those things.
that their contacts in the drug trade are actually CIA.
Okay.
And that's where the twist in the movie is. I'm not going to give away how it ends,
Greg's
but
in his element
it's
here,
definitely
man.
something to see. 100 kilos.
100 kilos. Thank God it's over.
Thanks, Greg. And now
Thanks,
a
Greg.
segment from the Marchives. Let's take a look.
On Cinema Archives, everybody. I'm W.C. Fields.
Hey guys, welcome to
Hey, guys.
On Cinema Marchives, a look
Thank
at
you.
some of the video treasures from Mark's archive.
I'm looking forward to it. There he is.
Hello, I'm Mark Brooks.
Hi, Mark Brooks.
5'11". I'm with future Hot Shots talent agency.
What is 5'11"? Is that like his, I don't know. What is 5'11"? What does the number mean?
And
I'm assuming it's something that you do for an audition tape. I don't get it.
I'm auditioning for the role of Mr. Blackgreen. Look, Mr. Tallman, we're going to build this shopping district whether you like it or not. There's a lot of money riding on this deal, and I'm not always going to let a nosy guy like you get in the way.
Get it
It's
away.
progress, plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
Progress always wins.
I'm a great actor,
Besides,
man.
it shouldn't be too hard for you to move your
You're the
church to
Canadian in his voice, though.
down the road.
Ha! He reads like
Maybe
Tim
a brand new
Heidecker.
bigger building. I hear attendance is up.
Attendance is up.
Now,
Lost his
if,
place.
now if
There he
you'll
is.
excuse me, I have a meeting to attend to.
He tries to look at the frame, doesn't even do it.
Well, that's
That was
our
a
show.
great
Tune in
audition,
next week
man.
for more expertise from our film guru.
More hospital intimacy. I know. Where's the fucking VR of fucking Mark Brooks just passed out in his fucking bed, man? God damn it.
Greg Turkington. Bye-bye, folks.
Bye bye,
Thanks, Tim.
folks.
Great job.
Good job, Tim. Good job. Good job, Tim. Oh, you poor motherfucker. Yeah, he's out of there. Oh, Tim. The life has been taken from him. He's just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Damn, that last shot was quite dramatic, actually. Okay, the finale of the day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final offering we have here for this week's On Cinema Chill stream. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a review, a singular review for Solo, a Star Wars movie, which never seen it because I don't understand really why this film exists. So I've not seen it. Really? But yeah, it's pretty exciting. This is the 100th episode, apparently. Damn, here we go. On Cinema's hit syndication. This is the 100th episode of On Cinema at the Cinema, everybody. Solo, a Star Wars story. Let's see Tim Heidecker get beaten even further into the ground. Here we go. Delgado Media Holdings. VFA. It's just an entirely VFA feature now, man. Jesus Christ.
Let's look at movies from an expert's perspective.
We're thinking beyond movies.
Where's cinema headed?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. It's on Cinema at the Cinema with Tim Heidecker.
With Tim
Lights,
Heidecker.
Camera, action. Welcome
Oh
to
my
On Cinema
God.
at the Cinema.
Blackula.
I'm your announcer, Tim Heidecker.
Your announcer. Tim Heidecker's the announcer now.
And with me, as always, is the film guru himself, the expert of all things cinema, Mr. Greg.
Are you all watching Oscar specials at some stage? Yeah, that was probably the first time I saw it on Cinema at the Cinema would have been an Oscar special. I actually think the first one that I saw was the one that we watched last week, which I think is the 8th. I can't even remember now. Or the 7th. Or the 6th Oscar special was the first one that I saw. And that was the first bit of On Cinema media that I saw. Yeah, and that was my introduction to the world, really.
Greg Turkington.
Greg Turkington.
Hey guys,
Oh, hey
thanks,
guys.
We got
Thanks,
a special
Tim.
episode today. We're going to look at
Greg is
one of the new
reveling
movies
in
that's
this shit,
actually
man.
in the news quite a bit, as well as do some popcorn classics.
Of course.
Great. What's the first movie in store? What's the first movie in store?
Well, this is a
Tim can't do
controversial
it,
one.
man.
The movie is Solo, a Star Wars story. You've no doubt heard about this movie. There's a lot of media coverage. People are
He's
anticipating
covered
its
the
release.
movie fucking
I'm going to do something
paraphernalia,
a little
man.
unusual, and I think this is really my right to do. As a
think
film
so.
expert, sometimes you have to make decisions that go against the grain. I am going to
Just like
decline
rating
to review this movie, and
Tim
I'm going
Burton.
to tell you why. I think
Go
any
on.
longtime viewer knows
Oh, we
that
know why.
George Lucas and co. are guilty of theft
Theft.
in taking my master codebreaker
He is.
character
The master
and
codebreaker,
folding
everybody.
it into the
Langston.
Star Wars world.
Bastard.
And I don't know if that character plays into this movie. I'm going to have to assume that he does. But in any case, I'm boycotting the movie until I receive full credit from Mr. Lucas
Good on
and
you,
an
Greg
invitation
Turkington.
to appear in one of the future Star
Stand by
Wars
your
movies.
principles.
So I cannot give it any bags of popcorn.
Good. Fuck 'em.
However, I thought what we'd do instead, just to make this kind of a special episode, is do many, many, many popcorn classics.
Many,
which is
many,
something
many
people have always
popcorn
wanted. In the
classics.
past, we've been
Oh
unable to
my
do it.
fucking god.
And we're able to do it today.
How many's
I've
many,
got quite
many,
a few
many?
here, and I've got quite a few over there too, depending on time.
How many tapes is that in his fucking in his lap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 fucking popcorn classics. Greg's just taking this as an excuse to fucking talk about his fucking collection now, isn't it?
We'll go through them all.
Okay.
Okay.
Our first popcorn classic today is Double Exposure. This is a
Whoa.
personal favorite of mine. It stars Ian Buchanan,
This
who
is
you
gonna be
may
so
not know,
fucking exciting.
and Ron Perlman, who you
Exciting.
definitely do know.
I know Ron Perlman.
Possessive husband is consumed
Hellboy.
by rage when his beautiful wife's infidelity is exposed. So this is a
What's going on, Tim?
revenge movie. It was released by Prism Entertainment, and it is 93 minutes. We had one last week that was 93 minutes.
What a coincidence.
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half, well, plus 3 minutes.
Thanks, Tim. It's just like, come on, man.
Anything else?
Come on. Leave me
No, I guess
alone.
that's all you need to know on this one.
Really?
Prism Entertainment. Okay.
Oh, something stunning in Tim
I don't need to try
Heidecker
it
there.
anymore either. Blackheart. This stars Christopher Plummer from
Sound
The
like
Sound of Music,
Neil
but this
Hamburger
is very
there?
much unlike The Sound of Music. This is it's about a sexy seductress who
Ooh, I like
cunningly
sexy
lures the victims
seductresses.
with her beauty. Streetwise Ray, played by Richard Gere,
Eye
is the
candy,
muscle who
Tim.
finishes
Greg's not
the
said that in a
scams.
while.
Together, they're
Eye
the
candy.
perfect partners. So it's about con
Gotta drop
artists and
that
sort
act.
of that whole subculture, which is not a good way to live. It was directed
Is it not?
by Brock Simpson and stars Fiona Leoe and several others. Running time is
Great.
95 minutes. That's just like the last one, but 2 minutes longer.
That's
So
crazy. It's
that would
crazy.
be a good double feature for you. It's sort of impromptu double feature if you've got 3
Oh
hours
my
and 8
God,
minutes.
this is
Watch those two
suffering,
movies
man.
together.
I like a popcorn
And then we've
classic.
got
Yeah, I'm like,
Tim.
I'm doing that as well.
Sorry.
Weekend.
Oh, Stephen
Oh.
Dorff and Wesley Snipes in Blade.
Oh, Blade?
91 minutes.
Look at
Again,
that.
It's always close to 90 minutes with
That's
these.
crazy.
All right. I can't. I'm sorry.
Chris
I can't, I'm
Christopherson.
sorry. I can't do it.
Whoa, what the
I'm
fuck?
sorry.
What
This
the
is
fuck?
it. I'm done. I can't do
What
this
do you mean?
anymore. Okay.
You don't have anything to do. You don't even have to watch the movies
Shut
anymore.
Up. I'm not the host. I'm not who I am. This is not
This is
who I am.
not who Tim is.
Okay.
He's not the announcer
Okay,
of
I'm a
On
fighter,
Cinema.
and I'm laying down
Fuck
like a
yeah.
dog.
You're late. You
A couple
are.
weeks ago, I was standing on the 6th Street Bridge. If I fucking jumped, I'm in hell.
I'm in hell. Yep. Why are you fighting, Tim?
Fuck
This.
No,
Just
we're
have
done.
Go, Tim.
Okay,
Go,
here's
Greg.
the
Go.
message. Here's
He's out
the
of there.
message for Delgados.
Oh, go.
Okay, I'm done.
Fuck yeah, Tim. This is your
I'm
fucking
done.
show. You're done.
You hear me? Your son is in hell, Delgado. That was his choice.
It's his fucking
It was
choice.
all their choice. It had nothing to fucking do with it.
He took the fucking
I'm
vape
clean.
pen.
My
Tim
conscience
done
is
fucking
clean.
nothing.
I live free. I'm
Fuck
a free
yeah.
man. I'm germ free.
Germ free
Right?
with
This is
real
my
Genesis
show.
technology.
They stole it. And Delgado, you motherfucker, you stole it from me, you piece of shit.
Fucking
Dwyer, you
scumbags.
cunt.
The rat.
I'm
You
gonna come
cunt.
for you
Oh my
too.
god. Bro just spelled out the cunt word.
You piece of shit.
You piece of shit.
And I'm coming for you, Rossetti, where the fuck
Rossetti
you
the
are.
fucking rat.
I'm coming for you. I'm running for district attorney. You understand me? I'm running for district
Fuck yeah.
attorney of San
DA
Bernardino
of San
County.
Bernardino County,
Why?
everybody.
Because
Mr.
I'm a
fucking
fighter,
America
and
right
I know
there.
what that county needs. I already proved myself that I am the best lawyer there's ever. I won that case.
You got that
fair and
mistrial?
square, and I am
You won it?
proven in the court of law. Okay?
Fuck
And
yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and be a host for that piece of
An
shit
announcer
here
for
with
that
his
piece of
dumb
shit.
bullshit movies.
Yeah, fuck his
okay?
Popcorn
I
Classics,
run for
Greg. Fuck 'em.
Congress, I run for governor. I run for mayor of Victorville. And shut
Mayor
down
of
the
Victorville.
fucking Victorville Film Archive. Fuck him. Where is he?
Where is he? Be fucking
Where the
scarpered.
fuck is he?
Where is he? I'm a fucking coward. Take your show back, Tim.
Let me just listen. I have every right to be angry.
I agree.
A lot of people get angry, and that's passion.
That's passion, for
Passion
movies.
is what this county needs.
And passion for
We
San
need
Bernardino
a
County.
Passionate district attorney who cares about your laws. And I am. You saw me in court. I won. I won the case.
Yeah, you got
What else do you
mistrial.
want to know?
What else do you need to know? Best
I want
lawyer
to be your
in
DA.
California.
I hope I have your vote.
You have my vote,
Because
Tim.
I'll fight harder than anybody out there combined.
Fuck yeah.
This piece of
Fuck.
shit.
Damn. How symbolic. The end of season X, everybody. The best season of On Cinema at the Cinema. It's done. What is he trying to do to it? It's not even broke. They step on it. That X has been sullied by the Delgados. And moody lighting. Damn.
I'm Tim Heidecker, and I approve this message.
Fuck yeah.
My name is Joe Estevez.
Oh, what
You
is this?
probably know me from the hit TV series Decker.
I do.
Where I
Joe
played
Estevez,
President
everybody.
Jason Davison. But
The fuck's
today
that dyed
I
hair
have
of
a
it?
message for the good people of
Is this the high era after this? No, Sarah, there's still a little bit to go. We're very, very close to the high era now, actually. After this, it's the new On Cinema Oscar special, which is the 7th. And then it's season 11 of On Cinema at the Cinema. Then it's the 8th annual Oscar specials. And then after that Oscar special, that was the last of it. And then we enter the high era. I don't know what we're going to do for that, because obviously you need a paid subscription to watch it. And I probably wouldn't be allowed to do that. So I'm debating whether we're going to just watch the free content on the High Network, or we're just going to do streams of the new stuff, and then we're not going to keep the VOD so that I don't get in trouble. I'm not too sure. I'll probably make a poll on it, so make sure I hit the sub button. Keep an eye on the community tab if you're interested in more On Cinema Chill streams, and we'll decide together as an On Cinema family what we're going to do. But yeah, we're still got a ways to go. I think we've got, how many weeks is that? Probably 3 weeks until we have to think about it. Think about what's next.
San Bernardino County. This November, you have a choice to choose a new
Choice.
district
That's what
attorney.
America's all
A chance
about.
to make a difference, a chance to change the direction of your community and stop the endless
Thank you, sir.
cycle of political cronyism
Appreciate
and
it, sis.
flat-out corruption.
Cronyism.
Man of honor and dignity
A
with
hero.
a proven record in the courtroom.
No, a
He'll bring
killer.
a fresh voice to the DA's office.
Fuck yeah.
Now, he's an outsider,
He's an outsider.
but he knows
But he
how.
knows.
But you know, he knows how to make change happen.
I know that
He
much.
has touched
Joe Estevez
so
is such
many
a powerful
lives,
man.
and he
Look at his
just
speech.
wants
Look at all these
to
people.
Bring real law and order, along with justice,
Fuck
to the
yeah.
good people of Victorville and Apple Valley
Victorville,
and the
Apple Valley,
surrounding
and
San
other
Bernardino
places.
County. This is the chance to give Vincent Rossetti his pink slip and send a message
Because
to
those
the
two
state
places
of
are the only ones
California
relevant on
that
cinema.
Tim Heidecker is the only choice for
Fuck
DA.
yeah, Joe Estevez.
Join our movement today.
We will.
Elect Tim Heidecker for District Attorney.
District Attorney of San Bernardino County. Excellent. And that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fucking finished for yet another week. Goddamn, 21 weeks. And we're through with Season X, my personal favourite season of On Cinema at the Cinema. Tune in next week for the new On Cinema Oscar special. Very, very exciting stuff. Let's put on some music and we'll wrap up the stream. Thank you all so very much for joining me on this adventure of movie expertise yet again. It's always a sincere pleasure to do this. I was very excited for this one. I had a fuck ton of fun. I love Season X. I'm glad we finally managed to get there. And that's it. We're fucking done. God damn. Can you fucking believe it? Thank you all so very much for tuning in. It means a lot. Sarah Stone, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. A new face. Pierre Martin, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you as always. Blah, blah. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you as always. Oh, thank you very much, Sarah. I sincerely appreciate that. I really sincerely appreciate it. I'm very happy that you enjoyed it. More content like that is on the way. I'm going to be doing more video essays, stuff like that. Actually, while we're on the topic, feel free to check out the link in the description below if you want to check out Perspective, which is the video essay documentary series that I do, like with the history of On Cinema. There's also 2 other videos there. They're a bit older, but still very good. I'm going to remake them at some point. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. More video essays to come about various different topics. Anyway, who did we get to? Blah, blah. Yeah, thank you for tuning in to the stream. Good to see you as always, brother. Mo is angry that Twitter hasn't been delayed yet. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you as always, brother. Your band practice is going well, friend. Gabriel Uriarte, thank you for tuning in, my friend. You've been here before. Good to see you as always, brother. Who else do we have here today? Warriors for Christ, I know tuned in. Good to see you as always, brother. Cairn, I think that's a new face. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you, brother. Jimmy Nomis, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you as always, brother. And Anthony Comenia, thank you for tuning in again. Good to see you as always, brother. Sebi, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you, brother. And that's us. Excellent. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Good to see you all. It was a good laugh. I sincerely appreciate you tuning in. Also, thank you, Peter Martin, for the €5 donation. And thank you to whoever donated the other €5 donation. It's sincerely appreciated. Means a lot, man. Thank you for supporting the stream and the channel and the content, baby. I'm going to be doing a little video update soon on the channel. 1, because I've not uploaded to the channel in a very long time. And 2, I want to do a video update about the next video that I'm working on, because I've got some stuff to talk about and I've been working on it for way too long. And I think it's about time to reveal what the video is and talk about when it's going to come out and stuff like that. So expect a video update on the next video that I'm working on very, very soon. I'm going to record it in a couple of days' time when I'm free and not working, etc. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I don't know. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that. It's not exciting. It's just a little update. The video's not going to be up for long. I'll be away. I'll take it down when the video's out. But it's just a little update to keep people up to speed on what's going on with the editing process when it's coming out and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Anyway, I've been Klman. Thank you for tuning into the On Cinema Chill stream here on the Klman channel. I will see you all next week for the next Oscar special. Very, very exciting stuff. Oh, okay. I'm gonna bite the dust now. Cheers to you too, Sarah Stone. Thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you. Thank you for giving your time. It means a lot. Always nice to see a new face here in the stream. Whenever the algorithm decides to bless someone. Alrighty, I'm out of here, baby. Goodbye, everybody. Ooh.